Hello, good afternoon. My name is Richard. This is Over and Over and Over Again. This is Matchday Live. Arsenal women away at West Ham. It's a big game. It's all coming up the other side of this. So, Matchday Live, as I said, it is Arsenal women away at West Ham. This is a big game. Arsenal need to win to keep that pressure on. Chelsea and Manchester City just above us in the table. It's going to be good, this, isn't it? Now, what do we have to bring in? First of all, of course, we have to bring in the team news. So this is how the teams line up for this big game this afternoon. So for Arsenal, then there is some big news, as you can see from the picture there. In goal, Manu Zinsberg, and a back four, Emily Fox, Lotta Woburn-Moy, and Leah Williamson back in the starting lineup for the first time since her ACL injury. She captains the team today. And Steph Catley comes at left back, of course, because Katie McCabe is suspended. In midfield, Leah Volti, Vicky Palova, and Viv Mead and Mine. The front three, Beth Mead, Alessia Russo, and Caitlin Ford. So two changes from the WSL team that's been playing the last few games. Leah Williamson comes in for Amanda Illister and Steph Catley for Katie McCabe. So on the bench then, Sabrina D'Angelo and Naomi Williams, Amanda Illister, Leah Cadena, Kyra Cooney-Cross, Kim Little, Frida Marnham, Chloe Lacasse, and top scorer Stina Black-Stenius. For West Ham, and this is how they line up. In goal, it is the Australian, she's the captain, Mackenzie Arnold. They've got a back three of Hawa Sissoko, Shalina Zadorsky, and Amber Syak. They then got sort of wing backs in Kirsty Smith and Riza Semizu. In midfield, then it is Honoka Hayashi, Katrina Gori, and Jessica Zhu. And then the two up front is Riko Yuki and Vivian Asii. So that is the lineups. And what are we making of those, the Arsenal team? Like, great, isn't it, to see Leah Williamson back in the starting lineup? It's been such a long time. Let's hope that she can stay injury free, because if she can, she's going to be so important, isn't she, going forward for this team? We know her qualities, and it's great to have her back in the team, and of course captain the side as well. And I think, you know, she's a natural replacement when Kim Little finally retires, isn't she, to take over that role as captaincy full time. And it's good to see her in the starting lineup today. I'm a little bit surprised maybe it's come this soon after, you know, she's only made that one appearance from the bench against Reading, and now she's straight in the starting lineup. Yes, it's a different position playing centre back to maybe, you know, Viv and Beth, who had to maybe ease their way in a little bit more, playing in more forward positions. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised she's starting this game. I thought maybe we might have seen her start in midweek against London City Lionesses in the Continental Cup, but no, she's starting today and she's captain. So it's great to see her. Let's hope that she gets through the game without any more injury setbacks. We've got Issa in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you again. And Greg says, great to see Williamson starting. Yeah, it is. Obviously, it's great to see her starting. It's just, I'm a little bit surprised it's come this soon. And let's hope that we regret that. I'm sure the medical team will know straight away whether or not she's fit enough to start. They've obviously made the decision, and it's great to see her back, of course, after all this time. And we're looking forward to seeing her performance, of course, today. And of course, going forward for the rest of the season as well. We know what quality she's got. So, yeah, that's good news, isn't it? I mean, West Ham they're struggling, of course. They are second from bottom. They're deep in the relegation battle. But they have bought some decent players in January. They've improved their squad. They've had some better performances recently. And, yeah, since we beat them 3-0 at Meadow Park before Christmas, I think it's going to be a different West Ham team today. And I think we're going to have to be at our best if we're going to come away with all 3 points, which, as we know, is so important, isn't it, in the way that the title race is going. We're almost at the point now where we can't really afford to drop any more points, can we? You know, we've still got to play City away, we've still got to play Chelsea away, we've still got to play Man United at home. So we've got some important games and big games, and we have to try and win as many as we can, all of them, hopefully, because if we do that, then we are going to be in a very good position to go on and win that title, aren't we? But sometimes it's the playing the lesser teams, if you like. I don't like to call them lesser teams because every team in the WSL is a good side these days. But yeah, we have to win this game. Last season, of course, if you remember, this fixture was in January, the first game after Christmas, and we dominated, had so many chances, couldn't score, drew 0-0. And that was the start, really, of our title challenge falling apart. So let's hope today that we can put in a much, not so much a better performance, because last season's performance was good, but today we can take those chances and we can get the 3 points. I'm still a little bit disappointed that Jonas hasn't managed to find a way to get Stina and Alessia Russo in the starting lineup. Little bit surprised about that. Maybe, you know, Stina's been showing her quality, and let's be fair, Russo, for all her good play, isn't scoring enough goals. There's no question about that. You know, with the number of games that she's had, the minutes that she's had on the pitch, she should have scored a lot more goals than she had, and that is important that she adds to those goals, because we know what Stina can do. And I'm a little bit surprised, but again, you know, Stina has maybe, you know, she's not helped herself in a sense that she's coming off the bench and doing so well and scoring goals, and it's almost like, is that her best role currently? I don't know. She scored in every game she started, so you'd have to question that maybe. But you know, let's not question the team lineup. It's a great side. We've got a great squad, and let's just hope Jonas uses that squad a little bit better today, because I do feel sometimes in the past we've said it plenty of times on the show. We've said it that he makes sometimes the substitutions too late. Let's hope today he doesn't do that. I would like it actually if, for example, if it is 0-0 again as it was last season, that he brings Stina on at that point in the game, rather than like last week when we was 2-0 up, the game was already won, bringing her on then. I'd like to see her maybe come on if it's 0-0, we're midway into the second half, bring her on then, see if she can win us the game. So yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, it's a great starting 11, isn't it? And you know, it's a great team to watch. So we're not too disappointed. But I'd just like to see Stina getting more minutes on the pitch, because she deserves it. And I think Leslie needs to step up there in terms of the goals. She's got to start scoring some more goals now. She's a great player. She's doing some great stuff, but she was brought in as a centre forward, as a striker. Jonas has said she's the best finisher at the club, and yet she's only got 6-7 goals. So yeah, that's something that she needs to improve. But I'm sure she'll play well today. Terry says, "Good afternoon, Richard, Greg, all in the chat. Let's smash them likes up nice and early. We'll do West Ham today." Well, we should do, but as we know, we've come up against this goalkeeper, the Australian Mackenzie Arnold, on a number of occasions, and she is a very, very good goalkeeper, one of the best in the world, you have to say. And she's always a difficult goalkeeper to get past. And let's hope today we can find a way. I think an early goal would be. I think after last year's game as well, when we know the frustrations that we had from that, I think an early goal today would be so important, wouldn't it, to really put us on the front foot. And then I think we could probably go on and win the game reasonably comfortably. But I think it's going to be tough. I do think it's going to be a tough game. We're going to have to be patient, possibly like last week when we had to be. I don't think West Ham are anywhere near as strong defensively as Liverpool, but they do, I say, have a very good goalkeeper. And they've set up with quite a defensive team today, you know, with 3 centre-backs and the wing-backs that's going to drop in when we're coming forward to try to deny us space. And they're going to get everyone behind the ball. We know that. And we've got to try to find a way to get through that. And we've got the quality, of course we have, and we did last week against Liverpool, and I'm sure we will today. Let's get your score predictions in then, guys. What are we thinking? I am going to go, I think I said 4-1 the other night, didn't I, on the show? I'll tell you what, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with 4-1. I'm not necessarily convinced we'll win 4-1 now, but I'll take any victory. But I'll stick with me 4-1, then why not? Get your score predictions, guys. What are we thinking today? It is a very strong Arsenal team, of course. West Ham are struggling at the bottom end of the table, but they need the points as much as we do for totally different reasons, don't they? You know, getting relegated for West Ham would be really a real disaster for them, wouldn't it? So they need the points and we need the points. It should be a good game of football, it is. And it is, of course, the first of 2 big watchalongs today. We are back later, of course, for the men's game against Liverpool. That is going to be quite some game as well, isn't it? But we are going to enjoy this one first, because it should be a really good game, and let's hope it's going to be a good victory for Arsenal. But yeah, we're going to have to play well, we're going to have to be patient, and I'm sure if we do both of those 2 things, we will come away with a really big and important 3 points. We are wearing that sort of bluey, purpley, pinky kit, whatever it is, the 3rd kit, if you like, today. So that's good. And of course, West Ham will be in their traditional claret and blue. The game, of course, at Dagenham and Redbridge is a Victoria Road ground, which used to be a second home to me. I actually grew up 5 minutes around the corner from the Dagenham and Redbridge ground, and I used to watch them a lot when I was a kid. Dagenham Redbridge, that is, when I was a kid growing up, as my local team. Had some great days down at Victoria Road. It's a ground that has a lot of memories for me. And yeah, it's nice to see it now being used for the West Ham women's team, isn't it? And it's great that Arsenal get to play there every year and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a nice ground. It's I say personal for me. It's great. So it's good to see us back there, isn't it? And hopefully today we can get the result that we need, get the victory, and it'll all be happy days. But it's never been easy here, has it? We've never found it easy playing here. You remember the final game of the season 2 years ago when we thought we might have won at half time. We were winning the league when we were top, wasn't we? When we were drawing 0-0 and Chelsea were losing, but it all changed in the second half, didn't it? I mean, we won, but Chelsea won as well. So anyway, the teams are in the tunnel. Arsenal being led out. It's a great moment, isn't it? Being led out by the smiling Leah Williamson, and she doesn't seem to have stopped smiling since she played that game against Reading. 10 days or so ago in the Continental Cup, and it's great to see her back, isn't it? And let's hope, she can, go from strength to strength now and get back to that form that she was, showing, in the Euros and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely fantastic. And let's hope that, that can carry on. So the teams are just about to come out in the tunnel. And let's hope it's going to be a good game. Rajendra says, "Hi, Rich, the ground was sold out." Yes, it is a sellout. It is really, really busy there today. Every game seems to be a sellout when Arsenal play at the moment. Rajendra says, "With us, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you are well. Don't forget, give us a like before we get going in the game. Let's see if we can get 100 likes again today, shall we? And that guarantees a good Arsenal victory, as it has done on previous shows." The Arsenal team seem quite relaxed in the tunnel, actually, which is nice to see, isn't it? And, obviously, there's pressure. Of course, there is. There's big pressure because, we have to win every game. We certainly have to win this one. So, yeah, there's pressure on Arsenal, but they do seem very relaxed there in the tunnel. And the team are now coming out. The teams are now coming out onto the pitch here in Dagenham. Arsenal, led out by captain Leah Williamson. And I'm sure this will be a regular feature in years to come. She's going to be our captain long term, I'm sure. Lots and lots of Arsenal fans in the stadium, as you would expect, of course. What else would you expect? From the Arsenal team, Leah Williamson there is having a chat there to Mackenzie Arnold, the West Ham goalkeeper, who's their captain today. I say she looks very, very relaxed, Leah Williamson, doesn't she? Let's hope she's not too relaxed when the game starts, because we need her to be focused on the result, and I'm sure, of course, she will be. Raja says, "Do I predict West Ham 1, Arsenal 3?" Well, we'll take that. Absolutely, that'd be a great result, wouldn't it? And I do kind of agree that West Ham probably will score because Arsenal do tend to let in some soft goals, don't we? But Leah Williamson's back, so maybe not. Maybe today's going to be clean sheet heaven today because Leah's back to shore up that defence. Let's hope so. Rajendra says, more likes, more goals. Exactly, yeah, that's what we like to see, don't we? More likes and more goals. So West Ham basically a back five of Sumitsu, Sayak, Zadorsky, Sissoko and Smith with Mackenzie Arnold in goal. It's G, Gori and Hayashi in midfield and Yeki and Asai up front. So it is quite a defensive formation from West Ham. We wouldn't have predicted anything else, would we? No one's going to come and open up against us, knowing that we'll just pick them off on the counter attack. So, by the way, Kirsty Mewis is on the bench for West Ham today. Arsenal expected lineup really: Fox, Williamson, Woobermoy, Catley, Palova, Volti in midfield, Mead, Miedemar and Ford just behind Russo, and of course Manu Zinsberger in goal. So yeah, Stina on the bench and Chloe Lacasse on the bench, Frida Marnham on the bench. That quality's there, isn't it? Kim Little as well, of course, the captain, or the club captain. She's not captain today. I wonder if she comes on, whether she'll take that armband off Leah Williamson. I personally wouldn't, actually. I think Leah should be captain going forward now. We are just about to get off and underway here at the Victoria Ground. Well, it used to be called the Victoria Ground. I'm not sure if it's got some sort of sponsorship now. It probably has, hasn't it? Because most grounds have these days. Anyway, we are just about to get going here. The referee, by the way, is Melissa Bergin. We don't know too much about. I've seen her, obviously, in other games in the WSL. I'm not sure if she's the best referee that we've got, but I'm sure she'll be fine today. The two captains there just going through the rituals, the coin toss and all that sort of stuff to decide ends. It's very breezy in Dagenham today. Whether that will play a part in the game. And I say Leah Williams is still smiling. She hasn't really stopped smiling since she arrived at the ground this morning. But let's see. Register, do I agree? Which hope Leah's presence can keep us from conceding. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a massive help, isn't it? I'm not saying we're going to keep a clean sheet just because she's back in the team, but I think it'll be a massive help. But also as well, from an attacking sense, those great balls she plays from the back, the way she brings her team forward. So yeah, it's going to be, it's January, just finished, the transfer window's closed, and it's like almost like this is going to be like a new signing, isn't it? I know, we say it all the time, don't when the players back from injury, but it is like a new signing, and I'm sure Leah Williamson is going to prove to be a great re-addition to the team, shall we say. We've got Homeboy in the chat. Where can I watch it live? It depends where in the world you are. In the UK, it's on BBC Two. I'm not sure whereabouts there's other streams anywhere else. I'm not sure, but if anyone knows, please drop it in the chat. But stay with us anyway, because you won't miss a kick here. West Ham are going to kick off. They will be attacking the goal to our right in this first half, which is the end where the Arsenal fans are gathered. Terry says, ain't it called the Chigwell Construction Stadium? Oh, yeah, it might be something like that. They've always got a sponsor, haven't they? I'll always call it Victoria Road, because that's what I always knew it as growing up as a kid. So, and I say it was just around the corner to where I was born and brought up. So, it is a great little stadium. I used to love going there. Used to watch Dagenham all the time in the non-league days and in the league days as well when they played. Anyway, West Ham trying to come forward early on, but Arsenal win the ball back, and Lotta Wubben-Moy is under no pressure whatsoever, just inside the Arsenal penalty area. Plays the ball out to Leah Williamson, wearing that captain's armband over on that far side, Arsenal's right. She's got Emily Fox outside of player of the match, last week against Liverpool. Brilliant performance from her. She's on the ball now. Emily Fox plays it back to Leah Williamson. And this could well be Arsenal's sort of back four now, isn't it? I think maybe the left-back situation. I mean, Steph Catley's back in the team today, and she's a great left-back, isn't she? But Katie McCabe doesn't often get left out of the team when she's available. So we'll have to see what happens there. But this is a very strong Arsenal defence today, isn't it? It's probably the strongest that we've got at the moment. So let's hope they put in a solid performance. And if we keep a clean sheet, we'll definitely win the game, because we're going to score, aren't we? Let's be honest, with the attacking talent that we've got. Anyway, Lotta Wubben-Moy plays this long ball up this near side. That's a great take there from Caitlin Ford. Can she get the cross in, having a run at this West Ham defence just inside there? Oh, she stands on the ball and almost falls over it. But in the end, West Ham are able to step in and clear it away. Not a great piece of defensive play there. A great piece of play there from Caitlin Ford. She looked like she was going to take it past the fullback and then stood on the ball. Anyway, Viv now looking as though she wants to get back to her best form. Of course, that goal last week, so important. Emily Fox now plays it back to Leah Williamson inside the centre circle, dinks the ball over the top. Again, looking for Caitlin Ford. It comes off the top of Caitlin Ford's head and it goes behind for a throw to West Ham. And Caitlin's just going to readjust her ponytail. The wind seems like it might well play a part in this game. But we'll see. It does look very, very breezy. Anyway, West Ham trying to come forward, but that's a poor ball. Leah Volti plays it up this near side again. Caitlin Ford into Viv Miedemar. She's going to produce a bit of magic like last week. Instead, she goes square to Emily Fox. She'll be looking for her first Arsenal goal. And now it's with Leah Williams over on that far side. Finds Leah Volti. And Leah Volti plays it back into the centre circle. Lotta Wubben-Moy just over halfway. Plays up this near side. Steph Catley. Little bit of time, plays it infield to Viv Miedemar. Very deep Viv, almost on the halfway line. Plays it out to Leah Williamson over on that far side. Now it's back in to Lotta Wubben-Moy. She's playing on the left of the two centre-backs. Lotta, Leah Williamson going back over on that right-hand side. Oh, and Viv just won the ball back. Viv on the edge of the box. Is she going to try a shot like last week? Oh, she threads it through to Russo, but the ball just had a little bit too much pace on it. And Sissoko was across to put it behind for a corner to Arsenal. It was Viv there, won the ball there. The West Ham playing midfield, they're taking far too long. Viv just took it off her. She could have maybe gone for goal herself, tried to thread it through to Alessia Russo. And in the end, it has gone behind. It is a corner to Arsenal. Beth Mead's going to take it on this near side. It's going to be an in-swinger. Curled in towards that near post, headed out though by West Ham, only as far as Steph Catley trying to get in there. She did score a great goal on this ground a couple of years ago, didn't she? Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward again. Ball played out to this near side. It's with Steph Catley again. Can she get the cross in? She's got Beth Mead for support here. She finds Beth Mead. Is she going to get a cross in? Instead, she plays the ball back to Lotta Wubben-Moy. This is good early pressure from Arsenal. Still really waiting for a big opportunity. Steph Catley now. Beth Mead's gone round the outside. Steph comes back in to Emily Fox, who's actually gone over almost to the left back position. Now she finds Leah Williamson. and she dinks a ball towards the edge of the penalty area. Caitlin Ford plays it into the box, but Sissoko's there, shuffles it back to Mackenzie Arnold, the goalkeeper. But her clearance just finds Lotta Wooben-Moy. It's constant Arsenal pressure here. Could do with the early breakthrough here. Victoria Palova, haven't really mentioned her so far, touches that ball back to Leah Williamson right on the halfway line. That's with Lotta Wooben-Moy. Also looking for this breakthrough. We've played 4.5 minutes at I think it is a Chigwell Construction Stadium. Viv's ball. What a great ball it is over to the far side to Beth Mead. Plays the ball into the box. It's deflected behind of Kirsty Smith, is it? In fact, the offside flag's up anyway against Beth Mead. It's going to be a free kick to West Ham. And Arsenal, they've made a fast start here. Definitely made a fast start. Vinny says there, where can I watch this for free? I live in Southeast Asia. If anyone knows, I don't know. It's on BBC Two in the UK. I'm not sure where it is in Southeast Asia. If anybody knows, please drop a comment in. If not, stay with us. We'll stay with us anyway, because you won't miss anything that's going on. We just can't, unfortunately, actually show the game due to copyright issues. Anyway, it's a throw on over on that far side to West Ham, and they're trying to come forward now for the first time. West Ham, they've got some good little players, haven't they? So you'd imagine that they could cause us some problems if they can get the ball forward. I'm just not expecting them to be able to get it forward very often. Anyway, they're trying to come forward now up this near side. That is Shimizu there, plays the ball up this right-hand side for West Ham. Back again with the little Japanese defender. And she finds AC on this near side. Caitlin Ford there, a little bit rash with the challenge. And it's going to be a free kick to West Ham as Caitlin Ford helps AC back to her feet again. A little bit of a rash challenge. It's going to be a free kick to West Ham on this near side. It's a good crossing opportunity, isn't this, for West Ham? And an opportunity that Arsenal are going to have to be solid at the back for. We've got Steve with us there. Hi, Rich Terry, in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Up bright and early for us today again, I'm assuming you are, aren't you? Anyway, it is a free kick to West Ham on this near side. It's going to be Kirsty Smith with this ball in. Arsenal are going to have to be solid at the back here. We don't want to go a goal down against a team that we've struggled to score against in the past. A good free kick into the edge of the box, headed more up than out, actually, but Arsenal should complete the clearance now with Vicky Palova, and West Ham are forced all the way back into their own half. And Arsenal did defend that pretty well in the end. And that's a ball up this near side, and it should run behind for a goal kick. And Lotta Wooben-Moy defends that well, sees the ball out, and it is a goal kick to Arsenal. We've played 7 minutes, and it is still West Ham 0, Arsenal 0, but it's been pretty much 80% Arsenal pressure, Arsenal possession, but no real chance to score yet. No balls into the box really of any real quality yet. Anyway, Leah Williamson looking to change all that. Tries to play the ball up this far side, and it's gone out now. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Beth Mead there wins that set piece for Arsenal. It was good play there. In fact, it might be a free kick. She was just pulled back actually by Jessica G, and it is a free kick to Arsenal, which we've already taken. And we are in possession again with Lotta Wooben-Moy. Leah Williamson's free over on that far side. She's got the ball now. The Arsenal captain today gives it back again to Lotta Wooben-Moy. A little bit of space for her. Pings the ball up this near side to Steph Catley. Nicely taken there by the Australian. Plays it back to Viv Miedemar. And Arsenal knocking the ball around well without making too much progress forward. We will now. Leah Williamson clips that long ball over the top. Or it was looking for the run there of Viv Miedemar, who acknowledges the idea there from Leah. Just slightly overhit that pass. Again, I think the wind's maybe playing a part, to be fair. Maybe just need to adjust to that and just take a little bit off those passes, because they're just going a little bit too far, aren't they? Some of those long balls. Anyway, Leah Walty now bringing it forward for Arsenal. She's got Lotta Wooben-Moy just square over here on this near side. Lotta gets the ball, gives it back to Walty inside the centre circle. Pings a little ball forward. Oh, it's cut. It's not a great ball, actually, to Caitlin Ford, and West Ham now looking to try to come forward on the counter-attack. I don't think they're going to commit too many bodies forward too often, because they know that if we can win the ball back, there's going to be some space in behind. Anyway, let's see what happens here. West Ham trying to come forward up this near side. The ball stays in, actually. Well played there by, it was Uchi there. And now Vivzo's got the ball for Arsenal. It's got out for a throw. We've got Lee with us in the chat. He says, "Hi, Rich. Just back from hospital after kidney stones and sepsis. Much better now." Oh, I hope you're better, mate. That's not great news to hear, is it? I hope you're feeling a lot better now. Good to see that you're okay. Anyway, hopefully Arsenal can cheer you up today with 2 wins. Let's hope so. And make you feel a lot better. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward over on that far side. Beth Mead plays the ball through, looking for the run of Vicky Palova. It wasn't actually the best ball from Beth, to be honest, and West Ham have managed to clear that away, but only as far as Emily Fox, who does really well there, keeps the ball moving forward. Beth's going to keep it in over on this far side. This is good play from Arsenal, and Emily Fox at the heart of it again. Oh, Beth tried to play the ball through into the run of Vicky Palova again, but it was cut out, and now Leah Williamson's just given away a free kick there, and it is going to be a foul to West Ham. Sharon says there, don't think so. It's live anywhere. It's live on the BBC. Sharon says, is Mewis playing? No, she's on the bench. She's on the bench for West Ham. Christy Mewis. She'll probably come on maybe at some point. I'm not sure what her level of fitness is at the minute. That's probably why she's on the bench. Anyway, West Ham have got this free kick now, which is played into the Arsenal half, and Arsenal didn't really do that particularly well. It was actually Emily Fox there, not a great piece of defending, and now Kirsty Smith can come forward over on that far side, puts a cross in. Who's there? Of course he's there. Leah Williamson reads the game so well, cuts that cross out, and then puts a long clearance over that far side looking for Alessia Russo, but she can't win the ball there, and West Ham have got possession. It's now back with goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold, all in green. Chips a ball forward up this near side. It's not a bad ball, actually. It's well played there by Uchi Finds. Was that a foul or was it it's a throw or a free kick? I'm not really sure. Anyway, it's a West Ham ball, and Arsenal have got a little bit more defending to do. We've played nearly 11 minutes. Still West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. It hasn't been the most fluent Arsenal performance in attack. We've moved the ball around well in midfield, a little bit similar to the men's team at the moment. Lots of possession, lots of sideways, backwards passing without really getting any penetration in behind the West Ham defence. But it is still quite early days. Leah Williamson now displays a little 1-2 with Lotta Woober-Moy. Gets it back again. Williamson bringing the ball forward, looking for a pass. Instead, she just fires Emily Fox over on that far side. Pings the ball in to Alessia Russo very deep. Gets it back again at Emily Fox, and now she's got to turn all the way back to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. She's wearing a blue kit today that she likes. Remember the interview she gave when she signed her new contract, saying that she liked the blue kit. Sharon says there she shouldn't be warming up the bench on a cutthroat match. Well, no, I mean, we don't know what her fitness level is, though, do we? So, it's difficult to say, isn't it? Obviously, the West Ham management team know what's happening. I'm sure we'll see Mewis later on in the game. Anyway, lots of moving away now for Arsenal, looking to try to get this breakthrough here. She just touches the ball off to Leah Williamson, plays it into midfield to Leah Volti, to Victoria Palova. Sorry, she plays the ball out to that far side. This is a good move from Arsenal. Can the cross come in from Caitlin Ford? It does, but it's deflected behind. It is going to be a corner to Arsenal. Lee says they're great to see Leah back. Indeed, it is very good to see her back. So I'm a little bit surprised maybe that she's come back this quickly into the starting team. But anyway, she's certainly playing well so far. And it is another corner to Arsenal. This one's over on that far side. It was actually the cross there was from Emily Fox. In actual fact, that was deflected behind. And Arsenal got a corner now, an opportunity to try and get the lead quite early in this game, which would really settle us down. Viv is in there looking to try and score for the second week in a row. This corner comes in. Oh, curling in, but it was onto the roof of the net. Steph Catley's ball there. Usually crosses are better. I think the wind again was playing a part in that. It's blown the ball in towards the goal. It needed to maybe start a little bit further out. But that's the first corner she's taken, so I'm sure the next one will be a lot better. Terry says, I'm loving Fox. She makes some fantastic runs on and off the ball. Yeah, she does. She's an absolutely brilliant player, isn't she? There's no question about that. She's fantastic. But we need to see a little bit more end product from all the team at the minute, because as well as we're knocking the ball around, we're not really creating too many chances. Anyway, Mackenzie Arnold just kicked the ball straight out there for a throw on the near side to Arsenal. Put a little bit of pressure there, and now Arsenal trying to make the most of this. Lotta Woober-Moy, about 25 yards out. All the ball hits the referee, and it's going to be a drop ball in Arsenal's favour. The referee there is wanting to get involved in the play, it seems, but she couldn't get out of the way of that pass from Lotta, and it is going to be Arsenal's ball. She was trying to play the ball across the pitch, actually, and the referee, well, I suppose it shows the referee's in a good position, doesn't it? She's kept up with play. She was right there. Anyway, Lotta Wubbenmoy now is back in possession for Arsenal. Thinks the ball over the top, but it's nobody there, actually. And again, our final pass isn't to the required level at the moment, but I say it's still early days. We've only played 14 minutes, and let's hope that we can settle down and get the ball moving a little bit quicker in that final third and get some better quality balls into the box. I do think the wind's playing a part. The balls seem to be swirling around quite a lot. It seems to be the wind seems to be going from right to left across the pitch, and that ball there played forward there, and again you see it gets held up in the wind that time. But West Ham have still managed to keep possession. It's Kirsty Smith over on the far side into Alessi inside the box. Is this going to be a moment for West Ham? Maybe, but good defending there from Vicky Palova. And then the ball's gone out over on that far side. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. But that was a dangerous move there. The long ball forward, you see, from West Ham, it did held up in the wind. And Emily Fox there, it did come off the West Ham player, Kirsty Smith. It was definitely an Arsenal throw. And it is going to be Emily to take it as well over on that far side. 0-0. 15 minutes played. Can Arsenal find the breakthrough? And say there'll be memories of last season's game. The longer it stays at 0-0, won't there? When Arsenal dominated the game, had many chances and just couldn't score. We haven't had too many chances today, but can you see that ball out? It's held up in the wind, but now Caitlin Ford picks up in the centre circle. That's a great ball over to the far side. Beth Mead's got a little bit of space. In fact, the flag's gone up for offside. She didn't look offside there, you know. She really didn't look offside, but the flag's up. And it's been given as offside there. Oh, I don't know if it was. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, actually, that fair play. Maybe it was actually. It's quite a tight one, but maybe she had gone just a fraction too early there, Beth Mead. She seemed shocked by the decision, but maybe it was the right one, to be fair. Maybe it was. But anyway, West Ham now in possession again over on this near side. Shimizu it is, plays the ball forward. It's headed out, though, by Lotta Wubbenmoy, and Leslie Russo's battling away for the ball here. Can she get on the end of this ball forward? Though she can't. Again, West Ham have defended it well. But it has gone behind for a throw this time to West Ham. Come off Alessia Russo. Who's not really got into the game yet, has she? Anyway, West Ham take this throw and then the ball goes long. And again, the wind blows it out onto this near side. And it is having an effect on this game, isn't it? The conditions. You can't help the weather, though, can you? You've just got to get on with it and make the most of it. And we have to adapt and find a way to make it work in our favour. Anyway, Leah Williamson now in the centre circle plays a ball on the floor forward, looking for Viv. But West Ham have done well there, cleared it away. But Arsenal again putting pressure on the ball. But now West Ham got a chance to break away. Good tackle though from Leah Volti. Really good stuff from her. Now Vicky Palova goes past two challenges. There's a run on here for Caitlin Ford. Viv instead. Steph Catley steaming up the outside. Viv tries to go the difficult route through the centre. Runs into two West Ham players. And another attack comes to nothing there for Arsenal. Maybe Viv needed to get that ball out on this near side. Steph Catley made a great overlapping run from left back. And maybe that's where the ball needed to go. And Viv instead cut inside. There was two West Ham players there. And she ran into trouble and lost the ball. Anyway, Arsenal now forward. Leah Williamson again. Another long ball up that far side. Looking for Beth Mead. Trying to get Beth in behind. Again, though, West Ham have defended that well. And they have defended well so far, West Ham. But I'm not sure our final ball has been good enough. Anyway, Vicky Palova now picks the ball up from that throw from Emily Fox. Arsenal trying to move the ball a lot quicker now. Over on that far side, Fox again. Leah Volti's in a little bit of space, but Emily Fox goes back instead to Leah Williamson. There's a lot of the ball, Leah, in these opening 18 minutes of her return to the starting lineup. First game she started since April, of course, where she got injured against Manchester United. Anyway, Leah Williamson's ball again over on that far side. Finds Beth Mead, does well, gives it back again to Leah. Can she find this breakthrough for Arsenal? Leslie Russo's dropped deeper, plays the ball out to the far side. This is a good play. Emily Fox is crossing to the box. Header comes in. It's going to come to Viv, is it? No, it's not. It comes to Caitlin Ford at the far post. Inside the penalty area. Steph Catley's gone around the outside again. It comes back to Leah Volti. Is she going to try a shot? No, she's not. Again, there's a body of West Ham players in front of the penalty area, making it really difficult for Arsenal. Leah Williamson now finds Vicky Palova. Plays the ball out to that far side, gets it back again. Vicky Palova infield to Beth Mead. Tried to give it back, but West Ham do clear it away. But Arsenal back in possession. Viv on the edge of the West Ham penalty area. Lots of claret and blue shirts ahead of us as she goes back to Leah Volti now. Lotta Wooben Moy plays out this near side. Oh, it's a bad ball actually from Caitlin Ford, but she does well to win it back. Caitlin Ford. That's the one thing you'll say about her. She might give the ball away sometimes, but she wins it back. And she did there. And now Leah Volti in possession for Arsenal. Plays the ball into Viv Miedemar, gets it back. Leah Volti bringing it forward, pings it over to the far side. That's a great ball. Emily Fox again well forward, finds Beth Mead. Beth Mead cuts inside, chips the ball into the edge of the 6-yard box towards the far post. Caitlin Ford was there, but West Ham head it behind. It's another corner to Arsenal. Sharon says, come on the Aussies. Indeed, we've got our 2 Aussies in the team, one on the bench. And it's going to be another corner to Arsenal. And an opportunity to get that ball back in the box again. An opportunity to get this first goal, which is we desperately need, don't we? It's going to be Beth Mead with this corner. So the wind's blowing in towards that goal. The corner comes into the near post, and the West Ham have... Oh, it looked like there was a shout for a penalty. Shot comes in, it's blocked. Shot comes in again from Viv, blocked again from West Ham, and Arsenal just can't get the ball in the net. And Russo lofted the ball towards the goal. Mackenzie Arnold had to tip it over. And that was almost a breakthrough there for Arsenal. A bit of a scramble there from that corner in towards the near post from Beth Mead. It was West Ham headed it away first. It bounced around the... it could have even been a handball there. 2 West Ham players getting in each other's way. And in the end, it was Steph Catley's shot. And it was cleared away. It was going in, that shot, actually. And then Viv's shot was blocked as well. And I'll say in the end, it was Russo's effort that was... It was going to just drop under that crossbar there. Mackenzie Arnold just touched it over. Another corner into the near post. Mackenzie Arnold punches it not very far. The pressure's still on West Ham, and now they managed to scramble the ball clear. Terry says, getting closer and closer. You do feel that maybe the goal's coming. Lara says, where can I watch the game in Germany? I can't find it anywhere. Sorry, I don't know if anybody knows where it's on in Germany. I don't know if Dazan's got it, have they? I'm not sure. Anyway, Vicky Palova just plays the ball out of play over on that far side. It's going to be a throw to West Ham. We've played 21 minutes, so we're coming up towards the midway point in this first half. And Arsenal have been the better team. Of course, we expected Arsenal to be the better team, but we haven't really created too much here, have we, so far? It's a bit like the Liverpool game last week, isn't it? Lots of Arsenal possession without too many chances created. And the ball's now bounced into the arms of Mackenzie Arnold. That was just a long ball forward from Beth Mead, a long, hopeful ball that wasn't likely to find an Arsenal player. And it's now gone back again to Mackenzie Arnold inside the West Ham penalty area. And West Ham will be satisfied so far with how this game's played out. They've kept Arsenal largely quiet, haven't we? Considering the possession that we've had, we haven't created too much. Oh, there's an opportunity now. It's a poor back pass. Caitlin falls inside the penalty area. Is this going to be the moment? The shot's blocked. Comes to Beth Mead over on the far side. Couldn't quite get the shot away. Emily Fox now thinks a cross in. Russo's there. Heads it onto the roof of the net. And suddenly now the pressure is starting to build a lot more heavily towards that West Ham goal. It was a poor back pass initially. Caitlin Ford did well, but her shot was blocked. Beth Mead couldn't get a cross or a shot in. In the end, though, it went back to Emily Fox. That's a great cross. Russo's header beats Mackenzie Arnold, but it was always going high, and it did loop on to the roof of the net again. And they're just showing an earlier moment. It could well have been a handball. It did bounce down the West Ham player's arm, actually, but you can't really give that as a penalty. She didn't make any attempt to move her arm towards the ball. It just sort of hit her arm, really, didn't it? Anyway, Arsenal trying to force some pressure again, and in the end, it was Amber Zyke there puts the ball out for a corner under a bit of pressure inside the penalty area. And it is going to be a corner to Arsenal. Again, it's over on this near side, so it's going to be Beth Mead with it. We caused a lot of problems to West Ham from the last one. Are we going to do so again? It's running towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, it was flicked on. Vicky Palova is going to keep this in over on that far side. Does well, Vicky Palova. She's got Emily Fox for company in case you get the cross in. A lot of movement. White was sorry. Plays the ball back to Leah Volti. Now it's with Steph Catley. Now Beth Mead, who's still over on this near side, having taken that corner. And Arsenal looking for this breakthrough. 24 minutes played nearly here at Dagenham. It is West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. And it's been all Arsenal possession, as I said, but not too many opportunities. But there might be one now. Lots of Watchalong's long ball, though, headed out by West Ham again. Looking for the run of Vicky Palova. Now West Ham can try and come forward themselves. They've not threatened themselves either, have they? Let's be honest. They've been quite happy to try and contain us, which they've done fairly well so far. But there is still time, lots of time in this game. There's still lots of time in this first half. We've only played 24.5 minutes. West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. But those of us who remember this fixture last season, the longer it stays at 0-0 is going to be nervy, isn't it? Because we never found... I remember last season's game, it was almost inevitable that Arsenal was going to score because of the amount of chances that we had. And suddenly the game finished and we hadn't scored. It was 0-0. And we can't afford that to happen again this season. We need a breakthrough. We need a goal. And we did say, though, we was going to need to be patient in this game. And that's certainly been the case so far, isn't it? We need to be patient. We are being patient, but I'd just like to see a few more clearer opportunities at goal and trying to move that ball a bit quicker. Anyway, the ball, long ball over the top, looking for Alessia Russo, but it's headed back well there to the goalkeeper by Sadorski. Used to play for Tottenham, of course, Shalina Sadorski. You know, West Ham now trying to come forward on a rare occasion out this near side. And not really making too much progress on halfway. That's a nice bit of football though from West Ham, but Arsenal pick the ball up now. Vicky Palova just overruns that a little bit, gives the ball back to West Ham. And now Russo's in possession for Arsenal, just outside the centre circle, touches it back to Leah Volti. Now it's Leah Williamson inside the centre circle. Her first start of the season, plays the ball up this near side. That's a great ball. Beth's now pops up on this left, plays the ball infield to Viv. And she just touches it off to Lotta Woubenmoy. And now it's with Steph Catley on this near side, right on that touchline. Plays the ball back again to Lotta Woubenmoy. Infield to Leah Volti. Arsenal again knocking the ball around well, but not really making much progress towards the West Ham goal. Maybe we will now. Beth touches it back to Lotta Woubenmoy. Beth gets it back again. Plays it square into Leah Volti. That's a good ball to Viv, but she's touched it off well. Back to Viv again inside the box. Oh, that's a good tackle on her actually there from Sissoko. Looks as though Viv was just getting away. A lovely little 1-2 on the edge of the penalty area. And Hawa Sissoko there read that well. Just managed to get across. It was Vicky Palova with the ball back. That Dutch connection with Viv. But good defending there from Sissoko. Just it looked as though Viv was going to be in for her second goal of the season. But wasn't to be. And it's going to be a throw to West Ham over on that far side. That was an important tackle there from Sissoko, as Terry says there. Good tackle from West Ham. It was, yeah, important one as well. You felt if Viv had just knocked that ball past the defender there, it would either have been a penalty or actually would have been in on goal. And in the end, it was a really good tackle. It had to be a good tackle as well, didn't it? Now we're coming forward. Viv's inside the box. This must be the moment. Lovely feet from Viv. Oh, and it's just rolled wide. It was a tackle on her actually in the end. And that was a big moment there. It was Hayashi there with the tackle. Oh, surely you thought Viv was going to score. Suddenly some space opened up for her. She cut inside Sissoko, but she wouldn't quite fall for her. And in the end, it was a tackle there by Hayashi. And it's just gone past the post. Lovely feet, though, from Viv. And, it just wasn't quite happened for her there, did it? Good tackle on her again, but it is another corner to Arsenal. Wow, that was close. That was very, very close. And suddenly in a couple of minutes there, Viv has looked threatening. Is Viv going to make the breakthrough again for the second week running? This corner, though, from the near side from Steph Catley is going to fall into the box to Emily Fox. It doesn't quite. Instead, it is Vicky Palova on the edge of the box, wins possession. But suddenly West Ham looking for a counter-attack. And now they've won a free kick. It was Alessia Russo there with the foul. And a little bit of pressure is going to be eased there for West Ham. But that was a big moment there, wasn't it? It was a lovely play from Viv, actually. It really was. Lovely feet that she showed inside the penalty area. And looked as though she was just about to pull the trigger when the tackle came in. And that's 2 tackles on her in a row there to deny Viv a goal. But certainly really good play from the Dutch woman there. in this game. She's got her socks rolled over her knees. Whether that's just a psychological thing, maybe, with her at the minute. She did say last week, didn't she, that she did struggle at the beginning. She had a little bit of fear of getting injured again. But she said now, since the winter break, she's feeling a lot better, a lot sharper, and a lot more happy with the way it's going for her. And we saw that last week with the goal, and we've seen some bright moments from Viv in these opening 29 minutes here this afternoon. But we're still waiting for this goal, and we need a goal, don't we? So the longer it stays at 0-0, the more pressure's going to build and the more tense we're all going to get. So I'm sure we can start to feel a little bit of tension already. And we say we're still not even anywhere near half time. But anyway, Steph Catley now plays the ball up this near side to Caitlin Ford. She's going to have a run at Sissoko. Steph Catley's tried to go around the outside and moves in field. Lovely play. Steph Catley now inside the box. Can she pull the ball back? Oh, good defending again from West Ham. You have to say, again, like Liverpool last week, West Ham are being a tough nut to crack. That was, I think that was ASG again there with the block there. Really good defending from West Ham. They're throwing their bodies on the line here, aren't they, to keep the ball out of their net. And that was good play again by Hayashi. But it was good play from Arsenal, actually, down this near side, Arsenal's left. Caitlin Ford and Steph Catley linking up really well. In fact, that was a goal kick. It must have come back off Steph Catley, actually. Now Arsenal looking good over on that far side. But the ball's gone back to goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold, who's going to kick it long up this near side. And that's a good touch, actually, from West Ham now trying to come forward themselves. But Lotta Woobermoy deals with that long ball and finds Leah Walty, touches it in to Russo, gets it back again. And that's a lovely ball through. Is she onside? Viv's onside here, is she? No, she's not. The flag's gone up. Oh, it was a lovely run as well. It looks as though she just timed that right, Viv, there. Spun the defender. But the linesman, it is a linesman over on that far side. Did she go a little bit too early? You know what? She's not offside there at all. Nowhere near. The fullback on this near side was playing her on. I mean, the ball looked like it may have just been running away from her anyway. But, yeah, that was... that would have been the moment there. Viv just took too long, didn't she? They had just shown her a chance before. She was eyeing up the goal, but it just took too long to make her mind up. Terry says, this linesman loves putting his flag up miles onside. Yeah, that one was. I thought the one before with Beth, he maybe just about got right. But that one, she was miles onside. You're right. The fullback was playing her on. It was a good run from Viv, really intelligent run. And maybe the linesman needs to understand that Viv is going to make those runs and she knows what she's doing. So maybe you give her the benefit of the doubt sometimes, but he didn't there. And he gave the flag for offside, even though it clearly wasn't. Anyway, I say I'm not sure if Viv could have managed to keep that ball in play. I mean, obviously she did stop chasing it when she saw the flag had gone up. It did look as though it was, again, the wind was maybe taking it away from a little bit. But anyway, West Ham now trying to keep a little bit of possession. They've not had too much, have they, in this first half? We've played 32 minutes. It is still West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. And yes, we're desperate for this breakthrough, aren't we? Will it come now with Alessia Russo plays the ball to Steph Catley, getting forward well up this near side. In fact, the two full-backs are pushing high up the pitch, aren't they? Lotta Woobermoy now pings it in towards Caitlin Ford. But again, the ball bounces off, but Arsenal won it back. No, we haven't, because the referee's given a free kick against Caitlin Ford, who was maybe a little bit too keen to win it back there, having lost it originally. And it is a free kick to West Ham. 32 and a half minutes played. And Arsenal looking for this breakthrough, which never came last season in this game. Let's hope it does come this season, because we can't afford to drop any points in this game at all, can we? A draw would not be enough. It wouldn't be really good enough, would it? So we need to keep plugging away. I'm sure if we do, we will get the goal, but it is quite frustrating at this moment in time, isn't it? Until the goal comes, we're going to start to get tense, aren't we? But Leah Williamson now back in the starting team. Plays that ball forward here, and now it's with Vicky Apolova. Plays out to that far side. Beth Mead. Is this going to be the moment for Arsenal to get this breakthrough? Beth Mead's cross. Oh, it came in towards the near post, and Mackenzie Arnold there, the goalkeeper, had to be alert. was alert and has kept that ball away from the goal. Good play again from Arsenal. Bethmead was well onside this time. And the cross came in. Was it deflected? I think it may have been deflected, actually. Good goalkeeping, Will, from Mackenzie Arnold. Ricer says at least a goal in his first half will do us good. Indeed, it will. It would be perfect, wouldn't it, if we can get one. Anyway, that's a poor ball there. And Sissoko now striding forward for West Ham. The centre-back plays the ball through. The chance for West Ham. Oh, it's fired over the bar there from Essie there. And West Ham suddenly looked threatening. Almost out of nothing. It was Arsenal gave the ball away, actually. We gave the ball away inside the centre circle. And Sissoko brought it forward herself. It was a good run, actually, by a fellow French woman, Essie there. But that was a poor finish. Fired high over the crossbar. And another opportunity there for West Ham. They've only had one or two slight chances. That was their best moment, though, wasn't it, for West Ham there, by quite some distance. And it was fired over the top. And again, it was poor play from Arsenal initially, but now Caitlin Falls won that ball back well, shows good strength. Plays the ball through to Russo on this near side. It's going to be the moment inside the penalty area. Russo puts a cross into the edge of the 6-yard box. It rolls all the way through. In fact, it's got a deflection off a West Ham player. I think it might well have been Sissoko again, and it is going to be a corner again to Arsenal. We've had a succession of corners in this first half. That was Russo with the cross there. I don't think it did get a deflection, actually. I think it should have been a goal kick. I'm not sure if that did come off the French defender for West Ham. But anyway, a corner's been given. A corner comes into the near post, headed out low by West Ham. And Arsenal try to keep the pressure up. Leah Volti inside the centre circle. Plays it up this near side. Victoria Palova's cross over hit slightly. Again, I think the wind's played a part in that. Maybe the second half might be a little bit easier, actually, because some of those longer balls are going to maybe reach their target. They're going to hold up in the wind, whereas this half they seem to be rolling through, making it more difficult. But now West Ham looking to come forward themselves. That's a long ball played forward, but good defending, actually, by Steph Catley in the end. Manages to get the ball clear, and now Arsenal can come forward with Caitlin Ford on this near side. Threads the ball through to Russo. She's onside on this near side. It's a bit of a tight angle for a shot, though. She's going to have to pull the ball back or try a shot. Caitlin Ford again in the box. She does try a shot. Cross the face of the goal. Goes wide. At least Arsenal having a pop at goal, though. Caitlin Ford there couldn't quite get it into that far corner. She's been in good goal scoring form lately, hasn't she, Caitlin Ford? But she wasn't able to find a target there. It was more, I don't know if it was a cross or a shot, actually. Anyway, it went harmlessly wide of that far post in the end. And it's Sissoko now back in possession for West Ham. Now it's with goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold. We're about, 9 minutes away from half time. Still waiting for this important breakthrough. But so far, it's no good incoming. But it might do now. Viv got a little bit of space on the edge of the penalty. Viv Miedemar just inside the box. Goes past the defender. Surely this will be a goal. Oh, she's missed. It's hit the post. I'm not sure what happened there. That was a big, big chance there from Viv. She's got to put that away. Player of her quality there. Don't know how she's not scored. She did really well initially. It was Vicky Palova won the ball. And suddenly Viv's in there. Defender fell over in front of her. She had a great opportunity. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. She maybe hit that too hard. And it's hit the crossbar and come out. Beat Mackenzie Arnold. And is that going to be a tale of this game? Viv's had 2 or 3 opportunities now already and not managed to find a target. And there's a West Ham player there who's gone down with a, looks like a shoulder injury. I think it's Ziyech. It is Amber Ziyech who's gone down there. That was in that attack there just a moment ago. Steve says, come on, should have scored by now. Yeah, we should have scored by now, absolutely. We could have scored a couple of goals here, but we're not able to do so. And Viv did really well there. And just the finish was lacking, wasn't it? She hit it too well, too hard, actually, which is unusual for Viv, because usually she's shows a lot more composure than that. She just needed to maybe looking for that. Well, maybe she was looking for that top corner, just overhit it, and it's hit the bar. Campbell Cover says there, Johnson from Uganda. Arsenal 3-0. Oh, good. Well, let's hope it is 3-0. It's 0-0 at the moment, but let's hope it is 3-0. But we need to get the first goal, don't we, before we can start thinking about the second or the third. Anyway, there's still this injury break here. Of course, next Sunday is the FA Cup, isn't it? Arsenal against Manchester City. Wow, what a big game that's going to be. But before that, of course, on Wednesday is the Conti Cup quarter-final. It is London City Lionesses against Arsenal, isn't it? So from Prince's Park. So we'll be bringing you coverage of that game. Early-ish kickoff, 7 o'clock. So we'll be at 6:45 for that. And there's been a substitution already. G's had to go off, and Emma Snell has come on for West Ham. So already they've had to make a change here. It's obviously an injury to Jessica Zhu. Looks like a foot injury potentially. And she has had to go off. And there's another injury, of course, at the moment as well that West Ham are suffering from with Sayek. So we'll have to see what happens there. But anyway, West Ham have had to make a substitution already. And Emma Schnurl is on. It looked like maybe an injury that she'd already had actually there, Zhu, that's just been reignited. Anyway, we're back up and underway. That goal kick from West Ham, following that effort there from Viv. And Arsenal now won the ball again high at the pitch. Vicky Pelova, who's won the ball back 3 or 4 times in that midfield area, but she runs into a bit of trouble there. And then Leah Williamson has conceded a foul, and it's going to be a free kick to West Ham. Oh, it was Viv actually. Sorry, Beth Mead that committed the foul. But yeah, Vicky Pelova there, she did well initially, and then ran into a little bit of trouble. And then Beth there with it was a just clipped her ankle, didn't she? Anyway, Terry says there, Mida with a touch of the cake, a little bit, yeah. Going down to say to my friend, he says, what do you think about Arsenal changing the stadium name? What stadium name of Arsenal changed? Anyway, West Ham trying to come forward now on this near side, looking to maybe cause a shock and get a goal themselves. But they've not. They had that one big chance, didn't they? Which IC hit over the bar, and now she's to kick the ball out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Steph Catley is about to take. Throws it back to Lotta Woobermoy. We're into the last 4 minutes of this first half. You'd imagine there's going to be a little bit of stoppage time. There's been a couple of little injuries, hasn't there? There's obviously a break just a moment ago for that West Ham player getting some treatment. Leah Williamson brings the ball forward, finds Emily Fox over on that far side. Now Beth Mead, she's not going to get to this ball. Sadorski's come across. In fact, Beth Mead's done well. Beth Mead's won it. Can she get the cross in? Just on the edge of the penalty of Vicky Pelova. Is she going to try a shot? Oh, she tried to thread it through to Viv. Maybe try a shot. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward again with Lotta Woobermoy. Now it's with Viv. Is this going to be the moment? Viv threads the ball through to Caitlin Ford. Good defending there again from Sissoko. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. Oh, we're going to get this breakthrough before half-time. It looks as though Caitlin Ford may well have been in there, but good defending that was there. And the ball's going to run out for a corner to Arsenal. We're into what we've played 42 minutes here. There'll be some stoppage time to come. The corner is going to be played in. It's a corner towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's flipped on. It's come to the far post. It's headed in. It's a goal. It's Alessia Russo with a free header at the far post. Arsenal have got the breakthrough from one of these corners. It was Steph Catley's ball. It was flipped on at the near post. Not sure if it was a West Ham player who flicked it on or it was an Arsenal player. And Alessia Russo's out the far post. All she had to do was head it in to the empty net. She's managed to do that. And of course, that can only mean one thing. In fact, I think it may have been Lotta Woobermoy that flicked that ball on. Oh, no, it's come off the West Ham defender. And Russo's there to force it in from about 5 yards. And it's what we needed, didn't it? We needed that breakthrough. It was starting to get a little bit frustrated. Steve says, finally. Terry says, Russo. Dan, come on, Arsenal. Morpheus says 1-0 to the Arsenal. Indeed, it is 1-0 to the Arsenal. 43 minutes on the clock when that goal went in. And finally, the breakthrough. It's a relief, isn't it, more than anything, I suppose. Russo it was with the header at the far post from that corner. And Arsenal now looking to try just to see this out till half-time. It's been a tough first half in many ways, isn't it? So I do think the wind is making the difference there. now we're coming forward. That's a good ball. And Sissoko is going to get there, is she? For West Ham, she does, under pressure from Caitlin Ford. And that West Ham defending has finally been broken there. It was flicked on at the near post, and Alessia Russo's there with a header into the empty net. Reggie said, who scored? Leslie or Lotte? It was Leslie that scored. I thought it was Lotte that flicked it on at the near post. I think it came off the West Ham defender in actual fact. And Russo was there at the far post to head it in. Now Caitlin Ford can also get a second goal before half time. That would be good, wouldn't it? Caitlin's cross in. It's not only cleared away as far as Viv touches it off to Leah Volti. Now it's over to that far side. Emily Fox finds Beth Mead. Arsenal now with the bit between their teeth. It's played in again to Viv inside the penalty area. It's come to Vicky Plover. She's going to try a shot. Steph Catley's going to try a shot. Oh, good save from Mackenzie Arnold. And of course, she did score, didn't she, Steph Catley, a couple of seasons ago, but not on this occasion there. But again, Arsenal pressure. Vicky Plover thought she was going to try a shot there, but Steph did manage to dig it out of her left foot, but couldn't quite get it into the corner of the net. Sharon says West Ham must tighten their defence if they want to win. Well, I think they've defended pretty well, actually, overall, but the pressure in the end has told, hasn't it? And you do feel as though the goal has been coming. But I say we said that last year in this game and it didn't quite work, did it? Anyway, it's a throw. It's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time, actually, 3 minutes, which we've just started now. It is a throw to Arsenal. Emily Fox over on that far side. And Arsenal did finally get the goal. Alessia Russo with it. Now then, over on that far side. Lee says there, Russo. Indeed, we said before, didn't we? She needed to step up and get a few more goals. And, she's got one today, and that's great, isn't it? And it's an important one as well. The first goal is always so important in these sort of games, isn't it? Where the other team are just defending for their lives and not looking to come out at all. And as soon as you get the goal, it can change the game and make a difference. And West Ham now are coming forward. They might fancy their chances of an equaliser before half-time. Good defending, though, by Leah Volti, who's been in brilliant form, hasn't she? In the last few games in particular, she's been outstanding. Anyway, West Ham in possession now as we've played a minute of the free of stoppage time. A long ball played over the top. Lotter's there. Good reading of the game there from Lotter, but he's going to be a throw to West Ham on his near side. So haven't really been tested defensively in this game so far, although West Ham did have that one opportunity, didn't they, from SIE there, who fired over the top following a loss of possession from Arsenal on halfway. Anyway, it's a throw to West Ham. They'll probably be reasonably satisfied, West Ham, won't they, that they've restricted us to fairly few opportunities. But in the end, the pressure told, didn't it? And that's what it's all about. Anyway, the ball now plays to the far side. Emily Fox plays it infield to Leah Volti. Oh, she's tackled there. And now maybe West Ham can come forward themselves. West Ham players gone down, but Arsenal have won possession back up. They know they haven't because the referee has given a free kick to West Ham. They've now got two players have gone down. It was Russo conceding that free kick there. We've got 1 minute left of stoppage time, but you do feel there may well be a little bit more to come now because there's a couple of injuries there. Leah Walty there at full stretch. Stood on the ankle there of the first West Ham player to get injured. And then let's see, Russo committed the second foul. And although we're coming up to the 3 minutes now, so there's going to be a bit more. Mackenzie Arnold's going to take this free kick for West Ham inside the centre circle. It's flicked on. And suddenly West Ham now with a chance maybe at this near side, but Caitlin Ford's there. Good defending. Now Steph Catley can bring it forward. Alessia Russo looking actually facing towards her own goal, but in the end, she does manage to win the throw. Gunnar Dan says there, Arsenal have sold the naming rights to their training ground after striking a multi-million-pound agreement with Dubai-based luxury real estate developer. We'll talk about that in a minute, actually. The half-time whistle just gone, actually, and it's been a good first half for Arsenal, made even better there at the end when Russo headed in from Steph Catley's corner to make it 1-0. And you have to say Arsenal deserved the lead. We played well in that first half. We've had one or two moments. We've had a couple of big chances that she could have got the goal. I wasn't quite able to take them. It was Russo that scored. right near the end of that first half. And I think that's a relief, isn't it? Now, hopefully from this platform, we can go on and get some more goals in the second half and win this game. West Ham have really threatened. Just that one opportunity on a counter-attack that they had when ISE fired over the bar. Other than that, it's been pretty much all Arsenal. And we did finally get a breakthrough a little bit earlier than last week. It didn't come to the second half last week. This has come in the first half. It is West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. And it is Alessia Russo with the goal. Gunnar Dan says, need to put these chances to bed. Indeed, we do. Terry says, well done, girls. Good half, but could have been a bit better. Yeah, we could have got a few more goals. Regis says there should have been 2-0 had Viv not hit the bar. Yeah, and then 1 or 2 other little chances as well. So apparently Arsenal's London Colney base will be named the Sober Reality Training Centre from Friday. Well, I mean, it's a multi-million-pound deal. If it's going to bring the club more money, then I suppose we've got to be in favour of it. It should. I personally think Arsenal's training ground should be named after Nicholas Anelka, because it was his money from selling him that we enabled us to build it. So, but anyway, let's not worry too much about what things are called. It doesn't really matter too much, does it? I suppose the money's more important. I suppose. Atakunda says, "Hi, how you doing? Good to see you again. I hope you're well." So yeah, decent first half, wasn't it? We fully deserved that win, that lead, sorry. And now we just need to go on and build on that and go on and win the game. As Akunda says there, Russo, yeah, indeed, good old Russo. Rendition says, L'Assault Training Centre. Yeah, that's what it should be called. Yeah, something like that, shouldn't it? Named after Nicholas Anelka. Or maybe Arsene Wenger, seeing as he done that deal, didn't he? He bought Nicholas Anelka for peanuts, sold him for 23 million and built a training ground. So maybe it should be the Arsene Wenger Training Ground Centre. But anyway, we wouldn't get so much money in for that, would we? That's probably why. Anyway, we're just saying Russo's goal again. Couldn't really miss, could she, in the end? Lovely corner from Steph Catlin, outswinger. Yeah, it was a West Ham defender that flicked it on, and the breakthrough finally came, and it was well needed, wasn't it? Did Lotta get the flick on that? I'm not sure. Somebody did. It doesn't matter, because Russo's headed it in, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Atakunda says it's a win, no way. Well, it should be. I'm hoping for the best again. Yeah, I think we all are. And I say, now we've got the breakthrough. I think we'll go on and win this game. But yes, a second goal would be extremely well, we'd like a second goal, wouldn't we? Well, I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea because it's half time. I've got a busy day today. So stay with us here. I'll be back very shortly with the second half, and we'll talk about the first half as well. Maybe talk about the training ground as well, the renaming of the training ground, which is a topic of conversation, isn't it? Which has just been brought up by Dan. So I'll just go and grab myself a cup of tea, and then I'll be back very shortly with the second half. West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. welcome back. I've got my Yorkie, as always. Not half time out of Yorkie, is it? Let's be honest. That's good. Dan says milk no sugar. Yeah, mine's milk no sugar as well. In my old Arsenal mug. Lovely. Takunda says there, I'm in love with the squad today. I'm 100% positive for a big win for my Arsenal. Well, yeah, we all are now. Now it's 1-0 we are. But there you go. Greg says, yeah, not bad. Half midfield looks a bit stretched. So yeah, occasionally, I'm going to give us half-time scores. Man U 1, Brighton 0. Man City 0, Leicester 0. That'd be good, wouldn't it? If Leicester could hold on there. I doubt they will, but you never know. You'll never know. And goes down there pretty much sums up all our feelings. Hope Everton stuff Chelsea later. We all hope that's going to happen, but we're not very confident, are we? Terry says this time next week, Arsenal versus City. FA Cup, big game. Certainly is. Really big game. And let's hope that we can win that one as well. Make progress. Big cup week, isn't it? With the Conti Cup quarter-final on Wednesday against London City Lionesses, and of course the FA Cup 5th round. That's Man City, which is going to be really good, isn't it? Looking forward to that one. Anyway, Amanda Willistat's warming up as though she's coming on. Let's hope that's not bad news for Leah Williamson in terms of an injury. But it looks like Amanda Willistat's definitely going to be coming on in the second half. But we shall see. If Leah has gone off, I hope it's just because precautionary rather than an injury. But anyway, we'll have to see, won't we? Anyway, that Yorkie was rather nice. Other chocolate bars are available, but not on this channel. We only like Yorkies, that's it. And our tea, of course. So let's see what this second half brings them. It should, from this platform now, Arsenal should go on and score a couple more goals and seal the victory, really, shouldn't we? Let's be honest, but who knows? Football's a funny old game sometimes, isn't it? As we've seen in the past, but yeah, I think it'd be a major shock, wouldn't it, if Arsenal don't now win this game? We've certainly been a much better team. We've had 2 or 3 good opportunities, and we finally got the breakthrough. And it was, of course, Leslie Russo, who we've said needs to score more goals, and that's exactly what she's done. Anyway, it definitely looks like Amanda Willistat is going to be coming on. She's warming up in a kit. She hasn't even got a training jacket on or anything. The players are now coming back out for the second half. So let's see. Obviously, the fear is it's Leah Williamson that's gone off. Now, see, you wouldn't. If she only had 45 minutes in her, you wouldn't play her in the first half, would you? You'd play her in the second half, surely. So if she has gone off, that would tend to suggest to me that maybe she's got a tweak or something. Was it too quick to throw her into the starting team? That would be my question. We did say that before the game started, didn't we? Anyway, we'll see. It might be Lotta that's going off. Who knows? But anyway, Amanda Willistat is definitely coming on. She's just about to enter the field now. And obviously, we do feel as though it will probably end up being Leah Williamson that has gone off. And let's just hope that it isn't anything too serious. I'm sure it won't be, but anyway, she seemed okay in that first half, Leah, didn't she? She played quite well. Now, Lotta Wilbermoy is definitely out there, so it will be Leah Williamson that's gone off. And yeah, let's just hope it's not something bad. Yeah, he's definitely Leah. Greg says early goal to settle us down. Terry says no, it's Leah that's gone off. Let's just hope and pray it isn't anything too bad. She certainly didn't look as though she was struggling in that first half, but could be a little tweak. Quite often when a player comes back from a long injury, especially if it's a knee injury, a muscle pull isn't unheard of, is it? Quite quickly in, sometimes it can happen. So let's hope it's nothing too serious and she'll be back very, very shortly. But anyway, Leah Volti has taken over the armband for the second half. Amanda Willistat is on, and Arsenal will be attacking the goal to our right in this second half. And we're all off and on the way again. West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. That goal from Alessia Russo just before half time. Can Arsenal build on that and go on and get the victory that we need, a good victory? And that'll be great, won't it? Terry says they're not saying it was planned for Leah to do 45 minutes. No. Oh, they're saying it was planned, is it? Or was it planned? Well, see, I find that strange. If it's planned, surely you'd play the second half, not the first half. That would be what I would do if I was a manager and you had a player that you thought, I can only play 45 minutes. You play him in the second half, don't you? Not in the first half. But anyway, if that was a plan, that's a plan. Brilliant. And she's not injured. That's great. And we know we can rely on Amanda anyway, don't we? It's not a problem playing Amanda. You know, she's had a really good season for us, so I'm not concerned about that at all. Steve says there, R.I.P. Paul Larkins just got text. My best mate died 50 minutes ago. I'm in a messy love. I was like, oh no, sorry to hear that, mate. Really, really sorry to hear that. That is very, very sad news. So R.I.P. to Paul. Yeah, really sad news, that, isn't it? Hopefully Arsenal can win 2 games today in his memory. That'd be nice, won't it? Anyway, West Ham coming forward now to try to get an equaliser. That's long ball lofted over the top, and suddenly there's a little space here. A little chip comes in there, but it's going to go straight into the arms of goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. It was Yuki there, the Japanese forward there. She was struggling to get on the end of that. Lotta was coming across, and in the end, she could just stick her foot out and hope for the best. Gunnar Dan says wind our advantage this half. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the first half, the wind wasn't helping us at all, was it? Now the ball's going to hold up a little bit more, which could be more of an advantage. But anyway, we shall see. We are trying to put West Ham defence under pressure early in this second half. But they clear the ball away. Although it only comes as far as Lotta Wooben Moy just touches it off to Amanda Willistat. Her first touch of the game since coming on at half time. What was a planned substitution, they're saying, for Leah Williamson. I mean, if it was, then that's fair enough, I guess. I say I'm just surprised. Normally you'd play the second half of a game, I suppose. But anyway, it is what it is. Leah played pretty well in that first half. Anyway, she's got 45 minutes under her belt. And hopefully she'll play some more minutes on Wednesday against London City Lionesses. I'm sure she will. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal now, which Lotta Woobenmoy is going to take midway inside the Arsenal half. Touches that short to Viv Miedemar, gets it back and now plays it to Amanda Willistat on this near side. Now it's with Emily Fox, who's done well again today. Maybe not quite as she's not quite as a standout performance that she did last week against Liverpool, but again another steady, solid performance from her. Beth wins the ball back on this near side, gives it away. Actually, it was of course West Ham that Beth scored her first goal back, didn't she? She scored 2 that day at Meadow Park. Back in October, wasn't it? I think it was, or was it early November, maybe? Anyway, West Ham are now coming forward to try and get this equaliser. Ball played into the penalty. Oh, West Ham player's gone down, and it's a penalty. Steph Catley's given it away there. It was Yuki there, got into the box, just turned away from Steph, and it is a penalty to West Ham. Big moment in the start of the second half. Oh, it was right on the line as well, wasn't it? Right on the line of the penalty area. Was it outside the box? Oh, it was right on the line. Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was a foul. Steph just got caught out a little bit there. And West Ham now have a penalty, the opportunity to equalise. But Manu Zinsberger's got a great record of saving penalties, hasn't she? So let's not worry too much quite yet. But it's going to be Asai to take this for West Ham against Zinsberger. this is a big moment in this game. A big moment in this game, potentially a big moment in the title race as well. West Ham with a penalty and all that hard work we put in the first half to get in front could have blown it within 3 or 4 minutes of this second half. We'll see. Can Manu save this penalty from Iesu? Steps up to take it. The West Ham striker sends Manu the wrong way. It is 1-1, and West Ham, with their first effort on target, have found an equaliser. And we did say, didn't we, Arsenal tend to concede a goal, not maybe in the manner that we would have expected, but it's still a goal for West Ham. It's 1-1, and that penalty maybe talked about for a little while yet. Rendition says that is outside. It was kind of right on the line, wasn't it? It's a tough one, that. But anyway, as Terry said, 1-1, good penalty though. Yeah, it was a good penalty. Yeah, sent Manu the wrong way. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about that. And it is 1-1. Was it outside? Was it inside? It was right on the line for me, which I suppose is technically a penalty then, isn't it? It was a foul. I don't think anyone can argue with that. It was definitely a foul. It's just, was it in or out? And now Arsenal got to do it all over again. We had to work so hard to get the lead, and we are going to have to work hard again to get back in front. Anyway, Leovalti now, can we respond instantly? That would be good if we can. Steph Catley caught out again, and it was Steph Catley's challenge that led to that penalty. And suddenly West Ham have got their tails up now, and maybe fancy they might be able to get a win from this game themselves. Anyway, Arsenal picks up possession to get over on that far side. It is with Leovalti. And Jonas there is wanting more from his team. We need to raise it, lift it, is what he's saying. And he's absolutely right. Beth Mead now on this near side finds Lotta Wubben-Moy, plays it forward. Alessia Russo's not going to get there. And the ball goes back to Mackenzie Arnold. But it's another throw to Arsenal. Greg says, can't believe it, need more bite in midfield. Maybe, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. I mean, it's difficult to know if that's in or outside the box, to be fair. And if we'd had VAR in the women's game, what would VAR have made of that? It looks right on the line, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, it was given as a penalty. That's all that matters. We can't change the decision. It was a penalty. It's been scored, and it is 1-1. And Arsenal have now got to do it all over again. It is a throw, though, in the attacking third, right in the corner on this near side. Arsenal's right. And it's going to be Emily Fox to take it as Arsenal looked to get back in front. So disappointing start to the second half, that, wasn't it? Not what we wanted at all. We was hoping to maybe get the second goal and settle us down, but instead we've conceded an equaliser, and Arsenal now need to come again. It is Lotta Wubben-Moy inside the centre circle. Oh, nice feet there from Lotta. Touches the ball off to Leovalti. And West Ham are going to go back to their defensive mind again, aren't they? Medici says there's a West Ham player that dived into the box. Well, I mean, a momentum took her forward. Of course, your momentum's going to take you forward, isn't it? Was the initial contact just outside? Was it right on the line? I don't know. I'm not convinced of either, actually. It could be either. It could be one or the other. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's been given as a penalty, and that's the only thing that matters. And it's been scored, and it's 1-1. And that's the most important aspect, isn't it, now? Because 1-1 will not be good enough for Arsenal, really. You have to say we need to find another way to get back in front. But when you look at it, maybe we're in no different position than we were last week at Liverpool. That was 0-0, wasn't it, going into, 65 minutes? So we're not really in any worse position than we were there. We've managed to find a way to win that game, and we've got to do it again. So let's see. Terry says, we ain't even got Super Jen to come on and save the day. No, we haven't. No, of course we haven't. Of course, Super Jen, as we mentioned the other night on the show, has now left for America. So no, we won't have Super Jen to come on and save the day. Anyway, Caitlin forward, that ball over the top. It's held up in the wind, but Mackenzie Arnold's out quickly to clear it away, and that clearance is going to run all the way through to Manu Zinsberger. Raja says, I've already predicted 3-1 to us. Yeah, that's true. That's fair enough. Yeah, we did think that West Ham would probably score at some point in the game. So it's just, it makes it so much more difficult that I'd like them to maybe have scored when we were 3-0 up, and then it doesn't matter too much if it's in the last couple of minutes rather than 1-1, which means it's tough, isn't it? Now we've got to try and find a way to go again, and it's difficult. It is difficult against a team that have defended pretty well. Anyway, West Ham now looking to come forward again. He manages to get in front. A ball played into the box. West Ham in the box again. A shot comes in. In fact, it was offside anyway against Yuki, who it was her that was fouled for the penalty, and she tried to get him behind again, but it was offside. Again, that same linesman on that far side likes his flag, didn't he? He must have got a new one for Christmas, I reckon. But he got that decision right. She was offside. Rendition says Jonas going to wait till 89th minute to make changes. He's not Mikel Arteta, is he? He'll probably make changes in about 65 minutes, I would say. If it's still 1-1, he might make them sooner. Because this second half, Arsenal haven't got going yet. You have to say we have not got going yet at all. It's been quite poor, actually, from Arsenal. And West Ham got another free kick. And I'm sure Jonas is debating at what point to make the changes. Of course, Stina would be the main one, wouldn't she? You'd imagine Frida Marnham as well, Chloe Lacasse. They're the three substitutions that you feel are real game changers. Kim Little as well, of course. Anyway, West Ham have got this free kick played in towards the penalty spot, headed out by Amanda Illerstadt. But West Ham have still got the ball on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. And Arsenal just struggling at the minute to clear their lines. Russo there trying to do some defensive work. And she's won a throw. As you know, she hasn't. It's a throw to West Ham over on that far side. And Arsenal just need to dig in here, actually, because it's been a difficult first 10 minutes of the second half. Greg says there, 2 bad decisions by the ref, not giving us the penalty first half, then giving the pen against us. I mean, again, that one in the first half, it wasn't clear cut, was it? I mean, the ball did hit her arm, but I don't think she didn't move her arm towards the ball. And that one there, it's difficult. It is difficult, isn't it? The referee's only got one look at it. And when you look at it, because it's right on the edge, the players fell into the penalty area, you can understand why they gave it. And even the replay hasn't really cleared it up too much. It's very, very tight, isn't it? Bongo Goon as well. How you doing, my friend? He says, come on, you Gunners, indeed. Come on, you Gunners. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they were terrible decisions by the referee. They just happen to have both gone against us, don't they, I suppose? Bongo Goodness says, how are we doing? Well, we're doing very similar to how we did last week. It's a very tight game against a team that only wants to defend. And we're struggling to really get a clear breakthrough. Anyway, Leah Volti's just conceded a free kick. We're doing all right. We're playing quite well. But we have just thrown away the lead that we worked so hard for in that first half. There's been a goal either side of half time. And it's 1-1. And it's going to be a free kick now to West Ham. And Katrina Gorry is getting spoken to by the referee. She was the one who was just fouled by Leah Volti. And it is going to be a free kick to West Ham. And it was a late challenge from Leah Volti. There's no doubt about that. Really late. And it is going to be a free kick to West Ham. It's a dangerous opportunity. It's midway inside of the Arsenal half, just slightly over on that far side. The free kick comes in towards the edge of 6-yard box. Manu punches it away, not very convincingly. The shot comes back in. Oh, West Ham have scored. They've taken the lead. And it is Sissoko, the defender. That was terrible there from Manu Zinsberger. She could have caught that free kick. She went to try and punch it. And she's punched it straight to Sissoko, who's put it in the back of the net. And West Ham from 1-0 down are now 2-1 up. And Arsenal are in big trouble here in East London. Really big trouble. And Sissoko has scored and goes over to celebrate with her family there in the stand. And that is a disaster there from Manu Zinsberg. I'm not quite sure what she's thinking there. Really, really poor that was. The free kick came in. The goal, she could have picked it up. She could have picked it up, and instead she's punched it straight out. Why on earth did she just come and click that? That's always been a weakness of her. She punched it down into the ground. I mean, that's a decent finish from Sissoko from the edge of the box, but really that is terrible, terrible goalkeeping. And Arsenal, from being 1-0 up and apparently in control of the game, are now 2-1 down and in some real trouble here. Sharon says, come on, Hammers. No, not come on, Hammers at all. That'd be silly. Come on. Don't be silly. Rendition says, if you're going to punch, smash it up. Rendition said, why punch down? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, why even punch it at all? She would have just caught it. It was under no pressure. There was no West Ham player putting her under pressure. She would have just caught it. Ridiculous. That's terrible goalkeeping. And we've just brought in this Leon goalkeeper, haven't we? Sarah Bugatti on loan. And she's not in the squad today. I don't know whether she was signed in time to be registered. But anyway, surely we've got to think about looking at that, because Zinsberg has done this too many times. Russo now is also looking to respond. We've still got plenty of time, and that's the good news, isn't it? Is that we've got plenty of time to sort this out and turn this around. But it's been a very disappointing opening 15 minutes of the second half, hasn't it? It is West Ham 2, Arsenal 1. And yeah, suddenly, again, it was looking as though it was going to be a fairly comfortable second half for Arsenal. Has been anything but that now. 2 bad defensive mistakes cost us 2 more goals, and now we have got it all to do in this last 30 minutes. Surely Jonas has got to be thinking about some substitutions here. The second half has been really, really poor. We've not got going at all. Really not got going at all. Medina says there, please do not lose this game. Do not lose this one, Arsenal. Well, no, not even a draw is enough, is it? Let's be honest. A draw is not even good enough. We have to win. We can't afford to drop points. And now it's getting to desperate times, isn't it? But Arsenal won the ball back. Caitlin Ford over on that far side, but runs into trouble. She should have just laid that ball off. And now the substitutions are coming, and Stina is coming on after 60 minutes. Jonas is responding, and that's good to see. He sometimes waits too long, but he isn't waiting too long today. He is bringing on Stina now. He's bringing on Chloe Lacasse as well. Something different. It's what we need, isn't it? This doesn't work at all in the second half. We need the changes, and let's see if they can make a difference. But we're not trying to make them yet. The ball is still in play. Terry says Stina and Chloe coming on. Indeed. Raisa says there, this is super sad. Still hoping that we'll win. Well, to be honest with you, we've still got enough quality to win. We're making the substitutions very shortly, and hopefully we can still win this game. Russo now getting clear down this near side, but it's a good tackle on it. It's a throw to Arsenal. Rajesh says they'll now predict 4-2. And KCC is indeed 3 substitutions from Arsenal. This is it now. Kyra Cooney-Cross, Chloe Lacasse, Stina Blackstenius are going to come and save the day for Arsenal, and maybe save Jonas's bacon a little bit as well, because if we lose this game, it is game over in terms of the league title, isn't it? Emily Fox now on this near side looking to try to force this equaliser. That's a good cross into the box, actually. It falls to Beth Mead. Oh, she can't quite get a shot away to the edge of the box. Steph Catley can't either. And this is better from Arsenal. This is the best moment we've had in this second half. Emily Fox again drills a cross in to Beth Mead. Oh, the shot's blocked. Great defending that was there from West Ham. Looked like Beth had equalised there, but it hit a West Ham defender. And Arsenal have now got a throw. And maybe we can make those substitutions now. That was a great piece of defending there. You have to say it was Yuki again, actually, who's been a threat at the other end. And now she's getting in the way at the other end, at this end as well. Beth Mead shot there and he got a deflection and then it was cleared away. And now we are going to see the substitutions. Beth Mead is going off. Not her greatest game today. And Chloe Lacasse is coming on. Viv Miedemar is going off as well for Stina. So it looks as though Russo and Stina are going to play together. And Stina looks like she's hungry for this now. She's going to get, 28 minutes or so plus stoppage time. Chloe Lacasse is on. And Vicky Palova's gone off as well for Kyra Cooney-Cross. So 3 changes for Arsenal. We've got the squad and we need to show it. Not Beth's greatest game again. She's not quite firing at the minute, is she, Beth Mead? And there you go. So Terry says Viv Mead and Palova coming off. Yep, they are. And let's see what these changes make. We're going to have 2 up front now by the look of it. Slightly different shape to the team. And it's what we need to do. Stina now looking, Russo there with a ball there played out to Lotta Wouba-Moy. Plays it square to Amanda Illerstadt. That's the problem when you make a substitution that you've pre-planned, because Leah was only going to play 45 minutes and suddenly you've wasted a substitution, haven't you? Archduke of Austria says losing to Rihanna Skinner is like getting beaten in hide and seek by Stevie Wonder. Well, it would be, but we haven't lost yet. Chloe Lacasse now inside the penalty area. Chloe Lacasse, can she get the ball across? Oh, Russo puts it over. Big chance there from Alessia Russo to make it 2-2. How on earth has she not scored there? That is a terrible miss, actually. Brilliant play from Chloe Lacasse. Her first involvement there. What quality she's got. Pulled the ball back. And Russo's fired that over. You've got to say, if Stina missed that chance, there'd be all kinds of criticism there saying, well, Stina misses them chances. That is a sitter there for Russo. She has to bury that, and she hasn't done. Is that going to be a big moment in this game? That was a big, big chance, wasn't it, for Arsenal there? Bongo Guna says, what kind of kit are we wearing? We're wearing that sort of pinky, light bluey one, the sort of new away kit, which I quite like, but anyway, it's not quite working today, is it? Rajat says there, now I feel had Leah not been subbed off, we wouldn't have conceded. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all feeling a little bit like that, aren't we? But anyway, I don't know whether she could have done much about them 2 goals. It was Steph Catley that committed the foul. Would Leah have been there to tidy that up? Maybe. Anyway, this ball played up his far side for West Ham, looking to increase their lead. But Lotta's done quite well there, and then Steph Catley wins the goal kick. Rendition says, Lacasse instant impact. How on earth does she get so few minutes? Yeah, I don't know. And how does Stina get so few minutes as well? Wayne says the women's away kit. Yeah, that's what we're wearing, yeah. Which I quite like. I must admit, I do like the kit. I've got to be honest. It's certainly better than the men's away kit, isn't it? Let's make that perfectly clear. Anyway, Kyra Cooney cross now. Shuffles the ball out to this near side. Amanda Illistat finds Emily Fox. Plays the ball forward to Russo. Does well actually, dropping deep in there. You think you're going to see Russo drop into that, maybe that more of that number 10 role with Stina running in behind. That's what you feel we're going to do now, and that's what we need to do. Mixing it up, doing something different. That cross comes into the box, headed out, and West Ham complete the clearance. And this would be a disaster if Arsenal were to lose this game as well. Be another London derby defeat away from home, following the one at Tottenham. Now it's Chloe Lacasse again on this near side. Emily Fox has gone steaming outside. Lacasse cuts in field instead. Kyra Cooney cross. Puts a cross in towards that far post. Dangerous ball. Headed away by West Ham. Russo with a volley. Over the top again. That was a much better effort, though, from Alessia Russo. And the pressure now is starting to build back on that West Ham goal. It's better from Arsenal, this. We've responded well to going behind. The substitutions, I think, have made a difference. Kyra's cross there. Good cross. And then Russo had to hit that early under pressure on the edge of the box. It bounced up in front of her. It's always going to be difficult to keep that down. And it's gone just over the bar. Better effort, though, from and Leah Williamson's looking not quite so smiley now on the bench, is she? As she was in the early part of this game. And it's gone away from Arsenal. Again, we've won the ball high up the pitch. Now it's with Chloe Lacasse. Russo's outside. Chloe Lacasse has gone around the outside herself, but she can't get the cross away. Emily Fox has done well. Plays the ball in field to Kyra Cooney cross. Done really well to keep possession there under pressure. Now it's with Amanda Illistat. This is much better from Arsenal. This is much more like we were playing in the first half. We had a really poor start to the second half, and it's cost us so far. But we've only played 67 minutes. So we're midway through this second half. We've still got 23 minutes to play to try and turn this around. And we've certainly got the quality to do that, haven't we? Can we do it, though? Can we find this breakthrough? Otherwise, this would be a real disaster for Arsenal. That long ball forward from Fox finds Stina into Russo. Now it's in the box. Caitlin Ford can't quite turn away. Finds Russo again, but she can't quite get there. Good defending again from West Ham. And Arsenal now won a free kick. The pressure's building. The pressure is building. Bongo Guna says Stina will get the winner for sure. Well, we need to get the equaliser first before we can think about a winner. Chloe Lacasse, who's looked really lively since coming on. She's gone around the outside again, inside the box, pulls it back at the near post, deflected behind. It's going to be an Arsenal corner. And we did score, of course, from an earlier corner. That was Sadorski there who put that behind. Of course, a Rihanna Skinner player at Tottenham. Now Arsenal got another corner. And we get the equaliser, and it'll give us plenty of time, wouldn't it, to get the winner. Terry says, Chloe running rings around their left back. Indeed, makes you wonder why she didn't maybe start earlier in the game, or start the game, rather. Anyway, it's going to be a corner. Steph Catley's going to take it. It was her corner that produced that first goal. She slips as she takes this one into the near post. West Ham managed to get it clear. It wasn't a bad corner, actually, even though she did slip as she took it, but West Ham cleared it away, and they're going to try and get the ball up this near side. And it stays in. In fact, it's going to be some work here to do for Emily Fox, but she does it really well. Really good, strong defending there from the American. And Arsenal back in possession over on that far side. And Arsenal now need to find something, need to dig deep here at West Ham. We need to dig deep and find a way to get ourselves the win that we need. As the Kunda said, 30 minutes. Yeah, there's just over. There's actually 20 minutes to play, not 30 minutes. We've got 21 minutes to play. We've got 21 minutes to try and save this game, potentially save our season, save our title race chances. Because losing this game, it's all over. You have to feel it will definitely be all over if we were to lose this game. But we haven't actually lost a game that we've scored in this season in the WSL. So let's hope that can continue. But to do that, we're going to need at least one goal. And to win it, we need 2. But we have started to play a little bit better. And let's hope we can find it. Wayne says there's Zinsberger is actually a statue. Well, she wasn't even a statue, was she? With that second goal, that punch was just terrible. Anyway, Kyra Cooney-Cross plays the ball out to that far side to Caitlin Ford. She tried a shot from the edge of the box. It was blocked. And West Ham now trying to come forward themselves. But Lossa Wubben is in good defending from her. Oh, that's a nice ball as well. Back to Caitlin Ford. Plays out to that far side. Steph Catley. Can she get the cross in? Caitlin Ford's gone ahead of her, but she's forced back. And that's been the story a little bit, hasn't it, for Arsenal here in this game, in this second half in particular. We've not had too many clear-cut opportunities. I don't remember Mackenzie Arnold having a save to make, actually. Now Russo over on that far side. Stina makes her way into the box. It's now Steph Catley. Oh, she should have tried to pull it across. It's come to Stina in the box, but it bounced away. It was fired into off a West Ham defender. Oh, Amanda Willis there. Oh, that's a little bit of a loose back pass, but Zinsberger's there. Kicks the ball long into the West Ham half. And it's headed away, a bit of head tennis there going on. And Kyra Cooney-Cross plays it back to Manu Zinsberger. As the Kunda says, still hoping. We're all still hoping, my friend. We are all still hoping. Arsenal coming forward again on this near side. Chloe Lacasse threads that ball through to Stina Blackstenius on this near side. Chloe Lacasse has gone around the outside. Stina cuts in. Good play this from Stina. What's the pass like? It's a good one as well to Kyra Cooney-Cross. But West Ham again have got everyone behind the ball. Kyra now, a little bit of time, threads the ball through into Russo, finds Stina on the edge of the box and into Caitlin Ford, throws herself theatrically to the ground. It was never going to be a penalty, that, and it's rolled through into the arms of Mackenzie Arnold. We're now well into the last 20 minutes of this game, and Arsenal are somehow losing from a point from a position of real control of this game. We was 1-0 up at half time, looking comfortable. And then we've conceded 2 daft goals in the first 15 minutes of the second half. And we have suddenly now got it all to do. Beth and Viv there sitting on the bench, not looking very happy. Beth didn't have a great game today. Viv had some moments in that first half. Oh, a poor kick out there from Mackenzie Arnold. Almost let Russo in. And the West Ham defence under pressure. Caitlin Ford picks up the loose ball and Kyra Cooney-Cross touches it back to Lotta Wubben. Now it's with Leah Volti inside the centre circle. Terry says there, our benches face like, what the hell's going on? Well, yeah, but they were on the pitch. Them two didn't maybe influence the game enough, did they? They can look at themselves. They have to look at themselves and ask why maybe they didn't contribute more to this game. I don't think either of them were brilliant today. Viv had some moments, but she was not quite sharp enough in front of goal, and Beth didn't really do much at all, did she? Again, she's a bit of poor form at the minute. So Kundu says there, we can't lose this game. No, even the draw's not really good enough, is it? Let's be honest. We have to win. So we've got a lot to do in these last 18 minutes that are left. We have to win this game. We need 2 goals at least from somewhere, and that's assuming we don't concede any more daft goals as well, which you wouldn't put beyond the realms of possibility, would you? In the way this second half's gone so far. Anyway, it is Sissoko's her goal at the moment that is separating the sides. She's just gone down with it looks like a cramp maybe in the calf, so she's going to get some treatment here. It was a good finish from her, but a really, really terrible punch out from Manu Zinsberger. And I say West Ham have turned this game around. That is a terrible punch. That when you watch that again, I just had a replay of it now. That is terrible. She could have caught that ball. That is ridiculous. And if we lose this game, there's only one person that we're going to be blaming here, and unfortunately, it's going to be Manu Zinsberger once again. And anyway, West Ham are now taking a bit of a breather here. And Arsenal need to regroup and go again for this last 15 minutes. It's going to be a big 15 minutes. It is the biggest 15 minutes of our season, because if we don't turn this game around, then you have to say the title is gone. Surely the title will be gone. If we lose this game and Chelsea were to win later on this evening, they would be 6 points ahead of us. And I think that's too much to make up. In a WSL with only 12 teams, I think a 6 point a lead is enough to win you the title. Well, not so much win you the title because Man City are still on their heels as well. But yeah, it's going to count us out, isn't it? Surely. So we need to find something here. Russo on the edge of the box tries a shot. It's blocked. Again, Arsenal pick up possession. Kyra Cooney cross plays out to this near side to Chloe Lacasse, who's been brilliant since she's come on. Plays it back into Kyra Cooney cross, just run away from us, and she couldn't get a shot in. Leah Volti plays it into Russo, very tight on the edge of the box. Back to Walty again. Finds Emily Fox. Come on, Arsenal. Let's find a goal now. Give us a good chance to have a good go at trying to win this. Chloe Lacasse now on this near side plays the ball back to Amanda Illestat into Stina Blackstenius, who's done well. It's now with Chloe Lacasse. Stina Blackstenius again up this near side. She's onside. Can she get the cross in? She does get the cross into the far post. Header comes in. Oh, it was Caitlin Ford straight into the arms of Mackenzie Arnold. And that was better play from Arsenal there. Good play from Stina Blackstenius, both to link the play up and then to get that cross in. And it was Caitlin Ford's header was straight at the goalkeeper in the end. Didn't really test her enough, did it? Her Australian teammate there. A really good play from Stina there. She was on the floor. She got the ball and then she made a really good run as well. She was onside again. The fullback on that far side played her on and then she dug the cross out. That's a good cross. I think Caitlin Ford maybe needed to head that back across the goal to where Russo was. And instead she headed it straight into the arms of Mackenzie Arnold. And that opportunity went and time is now ticking. We are on 76 minutes, 14 to go plus stoppage time. And the West Ham defender, Sissoko, looks as though she's going to be struggling on whether she can last this final 15 minutes. She's definitely carrying an injury. We need to maybe try and exploit that there at the back. And as Terry says there, Frida coming on. Indeed, she is. Frida Marnham is coming on. Murphy says how many minutes left? Well, there's 14 plus stoppage time. And Frida's coming. So we're going for it. We've got pretty much all our attacking players on now that we can. And we're going to throw caution to the wind a little bit as we have to. You know, I don't know. We don't want to lose 3-1, but we might as well risk everything now, trying to get what we need from this game. We've got to take risks. You know, Emily Fox now up this near side. She's done really well. Oh, and then she's fouled. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Are we going to get the opportunity to get Frida on now? It was Kirsty Smith with the free kick. She's going to get a yellow card, actually, the West Ham fullback there. And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Wayne says, how are we losing to teams that have never beaten us ever in their history? First Spurs, now this. Yeah, Liverpool before. I know Liverpool beaten us before, but yeah, that teams we shouldn't be losing to. Absolutely not. Anyway, Kirsty Smith has got a yellow card for West Ham. It's a free kick to Arsenal. But are we going to make this sub before we are? It's going to be Caitlin Ford coming off. She worked hard today, not her best game. And Frida's coming on. Now, Frida is another one who can get goals. She can pop up with a goal. So let's hope she can today. Terry says 40 off indeed. And Frida's on now. Steph Catley with this free kick on the near side. It was her set piece that created our opening goal. At that stage looked as though it was going to take us to a victory. It still might, but we're going to have to find something special in these closing minutes here. Steph Catley with that ball again. It's a decent ball. Mackenzie Arnold's up. Oh, she's dropped it. Chloe Lacasse can't get the finish. And it comes back in. Is that going to go in? It's just going to loft wide there. I think that was Kyra Cooney cross with the effort, looking for her first Arsenal goal. Lofted the ball towards that far post, but it just drifted wide. That free kick there from Steph Catley was dangerous there. Mackenzie Arnold couldn't get on it at all. West Ham scrambled it away, and then Kyra effort there was always going to drift just wide of the post. Wayne says there, they punish our goalie error, we don't punish theirs. Well, because we gave Sissoko all that space for the ball to fall to her. West Ham aren't giving us that space on the edge of their box, are they? They're just closing it down and making it really, really tough for us to get a clear opening at goal. Anyway, Frida's first touch there wasn't great, although she was stretching for the ball. And now Arsenal have won it back again. Emily Fox has done well now. Amanda Ilestat, half-time substitute. That's a good ball to Chloe Lacasse. Plays it out looking for Frida Marnham, but Mackenzie Arnold's going to come and get that ball. Frida's run there wasn't quite what was needed there. Chloe Lacasse was trying to bend that ball around the defender, wasn't she? into the path of the forward running Freedom Arnhem, but the ball run through to Mackenzie Arnold. Terry says, played a man a good ball. It was a very good ball from Amanda. Hasn't quite led to the goal that we need, and suddenly time is ticking away. We're into the last 11 minutes. Is it going to be a big finish from Arsenal, or can West Ham get a third goal here, which would really finish it off, wouldn't it? Long ball lofted into the penalty area, but Manu Zinsberger is going to get that one. And suddenly now the tension is building, isn't it? Time is ticking on Arsenal, not only in this game, but potentially in our title race as well. You do feel as though this is it. Terry says, Parade Zins actually caught it. Yes, she did. She did actually catch that one. Anyway, that's a good ball forward to Kyra Cooney-Cross. Pings the ball out to Emily Fox on this near side. The Americans done well again today. Had a decent game in possession now. Can she help to make something happen? Kyra Cooney-Cross as well now, bringing it forward. That's good play for the Australian. Finds at Freedom Arnhem, touches it off to Emily Fox. This is nice from Arsenal. Is it going to lead to a chance or a goal? Emily Fox again on this near side. Can she get the cross in? She manages to keep the ball in, actually. She did well there. Now, Chloe Lacasse has got a little bit of space on the edge of the box. Chloe Lacasse, can she get the shot in? Oh, she maybe could have took the shot earlier. Finds Steph Catley. Now it's out on that far side. And Arsenal not really making the most of that opportunity there. Anyway, we've still got a chance now. Russo's over on that far side. Puts a cross in. Punched out by Mackenzie Arnold. Only as far as Kyra Cooney-Cross. Gets the ball under control on the edge of the West Ham penalty area, but she's just run into a West Ham defender. All suddenly West Ham almost gave the ball away. And it is now back to Mackenzie Arnold. That's a long ball forward. Steph Catley's underneath it for Arsenal. Plays it up that far side. And West Ham have won possession back again, but Arsenal forcing them back. Can we force a goal to get ourselves level into the last 9 minutes? Well, that's a poor clearance from Mackenzie Arnold. Is this going to be the moment? The ball's chipped into the box. Chloe Lacasse on the edge finds Stina Blackstenius is put under pressure by 2 or 3 West Ham defenders, but Arsenal still keep possession. And it is now with Amanda Illerstadt. The pressure's mounting, but is it going to lead to anything? Now, Chloe Lacasse, she's looked the most likely since she's come on. She's been brilliant. Dribbling past 2 players. Oh, was that a foul in the box? Referee says no. And West Ham can now bring the ball clear. But Emily Fox there is far too strong, wins it back. That's brilliant play that is from Emily Fox there. Plays the ball into Chloe Lacasse. Can she get the shot away? Chloe Lacasse on the edge of the box. Oh, why didn't she try a shot? It's fallen to Steph Catley around the outside on that far side. The pressure is mounting here. Is it going to lead to a goal? Leah Volti plays it off. And Arsenal keep possession. Volti again on the edge of the box. Finds Russo, touches it back to Volti. West Ham got everybody behind the ball. And Arsenal can't get a clear shot, a goal, a clear chance. Leah Volti now, there's some space over on that far side. Surely that's a foul there on Alessia Russo. It is. And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. It was Sissoko there with the foul. Terry says, brilliant strength from Fox. It was brilliant, actually. Atakunda says, I'm listening while baking. Oh, what, you're baking? You're baking us all a cake, are you? That'd be nice. Hopefully it'll be a celebrational cake in the next 10 minutes when we score 2 goals and win this game. They're just showing an earlier chance there. Chloe Lacasse has been brilliant, actually. Well, oh, see that? That's a penalty there. Oh, my word. You see the replay of that? It was a foul there quite clearly on her inside the penalty area. It was Katerina Gori there with the foul. You see a replay of that, and that is a penalty, and Jonas is rightly upset about that. That should have been a penalty to Arsenal. That's probably more of a clear penalty than West Ham was. Wow. Anyway, we've got a free kick on the edge of the penalty over on that far side. Let's make it not matter. If we score here, then that's fine, isn't it? It's going to be Steph Catley, is it, with this free kick? It is Steph Catley to the far post. Amanda Illerstadt's trying to get there, but it was a West Ham defender instead. It got there just ahead of her. And Mackenzie Arnold's got the ball in her hands there. Terry says that's a penalty. She just ran into Chloe. Well, Chloe knocked the ball past her, and she's left her leg there. That's clearly a penalty. I say it's much more a clearer penalty than West Ham's one. Not given. But we can't really moan about the decisions in a way. Have we done enough to win this game in the second half? No, I don't think we have. I really don't think we have. It's been pretty poor, actually. Anyway, West Ham kicked that ball out on this near side. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal into the last 6.5 minutes. And what a big 6.5 minutes it is going to be. West Ham are now making a couple of substitutions as well. It's going to be Shannon Cook who's coming on. Is one of them a defender? And the other one is going to be Marquita Bergam Linden, their new signing. And Sissoko is going off. Didn't think she was going to last the whole game. And it's her goal, though, that may be putting Arsenal's title chances to bed today. These two changes here. Wayne says, we don't get pens. We get subpar goalkeeper areas. Yeah, you're right. We certainly get that penalty. And it looks as though that could prove to be crucial. But there is still time. 5.5 minutes of normal time. There'll be a fair chunk of stoppage time, you feel. So it's Cook and Bergman on for Hayashi and Sissoko as West Ham try to see this game out. It would be a massive big win for them, wouldn't it, in their battle against the relegation? But it would be an absolute disaster this for Arsenal to lose this game. Absolute disaster. And as things stand, that's what's going to be happening. Benny will be coming forward now, looking to get Chloe Lacassin again on this near side. She's been so good since she came on. Maybe she should be starting more games. And that's a long ball over the top by West Ham. But Manu Zinsberger's there. And 5 minutes left on the clock plus stoppage time. Can Arsenal find something extremely special? Russo looking to do that over on that far side. Good strength from her. Really good play. Surely she was fouled there. Her shirt was pulled. And she's won Arsenal a free kick. And it's another yellow card for West Ham. And it's actually Shannon Cook who's just come on. Her first action there was to get herself a yellow card. Atakunta says, okay, can we get a point at least? Well, a point's not really enough, but obviously we'll have to take a point if that's all we can get. But a point's not enough. And we were winning this game 1-0, so it's even more. Murph says this is stressful. It is very stressful. And it's going to be more stressful if we can't get a goal there. The ball's played into the box, headed up but not out really for West Ham. They've got it out now, just about. But Arsenal won it back with Leah Volti. He's had a good game today, Leah Volti. Probably been our best player. And she's won a free kick as well on the edge of the area. F77 official says, with a deep squad, which is very competitive, but no manager. Jonas has no idea. I never believed in him since day one. Well, let's see what happens. We're certainly not going to be winning the league if we don't score 2 goals in these last 3.5 minutes of normal time that remain. We've got a free kick, though, on the edge of the box. This is a big opportunity, a really, really big opportunity to get level. Kyra Cooney cross with this free kick into the box. It's played in. Steiner with a header under pressure. Can't keep it down. Difficult chance. The free kick was fired in. She just needed to kind of head it down, but under pressure, it was always going to be difficult. Terry says, Steiner, yeah, difficult chance that, wasn't it? It's gone over the bar. I do think the windy conditions haven't helped. It's the same for both teams, so we can't use that as an excuse, can we? It has been really poor from Arsenal. Anyway, Chloe Lacasse now coming forward again down this near side. What a performance it's been from her in these last 20 minutes since she's come on. Blazer says there, we're so losing today. I don't want to believe this. Yeah, it's looking that way, isn't it? Suddenly looking as though we're not going to score. Emily Fox, who's done well again as well, finds Kyra Cooney cross, plays the ball square to the edge of the box. To Steph Catley, tries to loft it in. Again, West Ham are there to clear it away. They have defended so well in this game. Leah Volti, though, plays it out to that far side. Russo's gone wide over there. The ball comes in from Lotta Wougamoy inside the 6-yard box. It falls to Emily Fox. Not quite. Is it going to fall to Chloe Lacasse? No, not quite again. And West Ham's defending once again has been great. And then Chloe Lacasse has conceded a free kick, which she didn't really need to do. I think Arsenal are going to win the ball back there. And now we've conceded a free kick and Chloe Lacasse has got herself booked. Maybe a little bit of frustration there, you have to say. But Arsenal certainly not making the most of this. And we're into the last 2 minutes of normal time. There will be probably 5 or 6 minutes of stoppage time. So there's still time. Not a lot of time, obviously, but there is still time. And that's a long ball played forward up that far side by West Ham. And it's going to be a throw to Arsenal, but it's in the defensive third. It's in the wrong part of the pitch. And that is not where we need it to be. Can Arsenal have a stormy finish here? Do you remember the game against Aston Villa at the Emirates, where we were 1-0 down in stoppage time and we scored twice to win that game? We might have to do that again here. They've just given player of the match to Hayashi for West Ham, who did actually play really well, you have to say. Some really big blocks from her. Anton says there, race for a top 3 finish now. Yeah, you're probably right. I absolutely agree with you. Wayne says, yeah, we ain't winning the league. No, not if we lose this game. Terry says, this seems to me a big Arteta influence in the way we're playing, loads of ball, but ain't doing nothing with it. Well, yeah, I said that in the first half. It was very similar to the Arsenal men's team. Wayne says, just concentrate on the domestic cups. Well, yeah, that's all we've got left. That's all we're going to have left. We've got 2 big games this week, haven't we? If we are going to turn that around, if we are going to win either of those 2 cups or both of them, we are going to have to win both of those games this week coming up, because we're certainly not. Well, I say we're certainly not going to win this game. It doesn't look as though we're going to win this game, does it now? It's a throw to West Ham. They're looking to see this game out. They're trying to keep the ball in the corner. Arsenal trying so hard to try and get the ball up the other end of the pitch, but not really able to at the moment. Now we've managed to play it out. We've done well. Leovalti now with a long ball forward. He's just headed it away by West Ham. Kyra Cooney cross boots it up the pitch. We're going to find out how much stoppage time there is, because we've hit the 90-minute mark. 5 minutes. 5 minutes left of stoppage time. Is that going to be enough for Arsenal to find 2 goals? We did it against Aston Villa. Are we going to do it today? John says, yeah, manager does not seem to get the best from the talent at his disposal. I'd have to agree with certainly today. Absolutely. Terry said, Wayne says, maybe Terry, it's an Arsenal thing if Arteta and Jonas are doing similar things. Yeah, well, who's telling them to do those things? They need to be themselves. Anyway, Russo puts a cross into the box. Header comes in. Oh, it's just wide. It was free to Marnham. Did she get a touch on it? It must have come off a West Ham defender. It's a corner. It is a corner. Anton says, Man United, big game now. Need Champions League next season. Yeah, we certainly do need Champions League next season. Absolutely. Atakunda says, I didn't hope for the best after the sub. Well, I thought the subs would have been pretty good, actually, to be fair. Anyway, we've got a corner. Is this going to be a moment? A corner comes in. It's a low one. Freedom Arnhem, shots deflected again. West Ham have got in the way of everything. This is a similar game to last season's one. Only last season we actually got a draw. We've got a comment there. This is terrible. I can't watch the game and we're losing. Well, yeah. It's Sunflower again. How you doing? Good to see you. Not been here for a while. But yeah, West Ham have worked so hard to preserve this lead in this second half. We've played 1.5 minutes of the 5 of stoppage time, and this is not what we expected or wanted or needed at all. And can we find something extremely special in the last few minutes here that remain? Oh, Emily Fox there nearly let the ball run out, but she's kept it in. And now she finds Kyra Cooney cross, bringing the ball forward, plays it square. And we need to get the ball forward, not playing it square. This is not what we need. Amanda Illis, that plays up this near side. Emily Fox bringing it forward. Plays it square again, though, to Kyra Cooney cross. We need to get the ball into the box. We need to get a goal now if we're going to have any chance of winning this game. We're just giving it away again. This has been extremely, extremely poor. Manu Zinsberger's pass there is terrible as well. It's her mistake that may well have cost us this game. Now the ball's played long by Amanda Illis. That's a West Ham head there again. Leah Volti's in. She's been brilliant, Leah Volti. She certainly doesn't deserve to be on the losing side. Now Emily Fox plays the ball through. Oh, it's a good ball to Stina on this near side. The angle's tight. Good save by Mackenzie Arnold with her legs there. Terry says a ball from Fox. It was a great ball. Stina was onto it. Fired a first time shot in. The angle was tight and she couldn't get it in. It was a good save actually in the end from Mackenzie Arnold. That ball was going on target. It was a good effort from Stina actually. But it's a decent save. Another West Ham player's got cramp. That's how hard they've worked. Rendition says, new manager, please. We can't have such inconsistent performance with such a stacked squad. Not hard to disagree. It's hard to disagree with that. Anton says, it's clearly the controlled conservative Arteta philosophy for Jonas too. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, last week was similar. Today's been very similar. Last week we got a result and today we haven't. And West Ham making another substitution. It's going to be Adam Milai's coming on. And that's just going to be to waste a bit of time. We've played 93 minutes. It's Yuiki's going off. The little Japanese forward, it was her that created the penalty by being fouled by Steph Catley that turned this game around. Arsenal looked comfortable until that point. And now it's all gone away from us. And the title looks as though it's going to go away from us as well. But Arsenal have got a corner here. If we can score here, there's still going to be time. Who knows what might happen? The corner comes in from Steph Catley's edge of the 6-yard box. Centre comes in at the far post, headed over. It was Alessia Russo again. She's missed 3 or 4 chances today. and it would have been a totally different story had she buried some of these. But that header there was a big chance for Russo, wasn't there, in his second half, that she fired over the bar, and that will probably prove to be crucial in the end. As the Kunda says there, for real, the blame goes to the manager today. He can do better next time. Well, he's going to have to do better next time. It might be too late. Anyway, Arsenal now with another chance. Chloe Lacasse cuts in field. Chloe Lacasse, can she get a shot away? Oh, again, it hits a West Ham player. That was going in. And then the ball's played over the top again. It's going to run through to Mackenzie Arnold. That may have been Arsenal's last chance to have got something from this game. Brilliant play from Chloe Lacasse. That was going in. That was going in. Cutting in field. She's been brilliant, actually. What a performance from her. Headed away there by the West Ham defender. And then it was Amanda Willistat's ball forward. We played the 5 minutes. It will be a little bit more stoppage time, you feel, but the best we can hope for now will be a draw. And it doesn't even look like we're going to probably get that either, but we do have a free kick. And this might be the last chance. We have played the 5 minutes of stoppage time. There's another yellow card for a West Ham player. And Arsenal are heading for a damaging third WSL defeat of the season. And it's going to be one that will probably end our chances. Anyway, this free kick, Manu Zinsberg is going to take it towards the edge of the West Ham penalty area. It's flicked on. It's false to an Arsenal player on the far post. It was Amanda Willistat, I think it was. But West Ham have managed to clear it away. We've played 5.5 minutes of stop. So in fact, it's gone. The final whistle's gone. That is it. We have lost. The title is probably over. It has finished here at Dagenham. West Ham 2, Arsenal 1. That was not a good Arsenal performance at all. That second half in particular was really poor. West Ham can't believe they've won this game. And you have to wonder how they've managed to win it. It's Arsenal have gifted it to them. Rendition says, can't even blame Lego Head for this. Well, we'll find a way, I'm sure. Wayne says, load of crap this squad, this manager's got. It's not acceptable to be losing to Liverpool, West Ham and Spurs. I agree. 100% I agree with that. Totally. Terry says, absolute rubbish. Yeah, I would agree with that as well. Merv says, damn it. Well, that's a nice way of putting it. Steve says, would Arteta tell Jonas what to be his own manager? Well, it looks like a very Arsenal men's-like performance today, didn't it? As it did last week. And that was poor. And to lose a game against a team second from bottom in the league, it's got the Birmingham City vibes about it from a couple of years ago, hasn't it? That's what this game's got. Losing to a team struggling near the bottom of the league, and we were leading 1-0, so it's even worse. To be 1-0 up in complete control of the game and then to just throw it away in the way that we did, that is really, really poor. Atakunda says there, win or lose, it's my team, Arsenal. We can do better next time. Well, of course, we have to do better next time. We can't afford to lose either of our next 2 games because they're cup games and we would be out. It is London City Lionesses on Wednesday, and then it is Manchester City in the FA Cup next Sunday. Sharon says, ham as well. Some people are happy, obviously, but we're not. Sunflower says, please just one goal. It's too late. It's finished. It has finished 2-1. And West Ham are celebrating a big victory for them. The first time they've beaten Arsenal in the WSL. And, yeah, the first time we lost to Spurs recently. And we've just done it again. And how we've managed to lose that game, I do not know. 2 goals in 8 minutes at the start of the second half. A penalty for Elise, which, yes, a soft penalty, maybe it was. But the second goal was just terrible by Manu Zinsberger. That is why we need a new goalkeeper. And that is why we are not going to be winning the WSL title this season. But we have still got 2 cups to go for. And that will both be this week. We're going to see how that goes because we've got both of these 2 cups to play. And we have to win both of them. Lee says, absolute garbage. Absolutely correct, my friend. Wayne says, done my head in that. Men will probably get beat at home by Liverpool. Yeah, they probably will. I'm not expecting much else, if I'm honest. Rajesh says there, it's the same for both men and women now, struggling to win games in London against teams not really of our level. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, teams not really of our level. I suppose, yeah, the men lost to Fulham recently, having gone 1-0 up. Very similar game to this, actually, wasn't it? Maybe. And yeah, it's just not good enough, is it? Terry says, I've really got off you, Sharon. Yeah, well, she's entitled to enjoy it while you can, I suppose. The Arsenal players are applauding the fans, but it's a look of disappointment on everybody's face here. you have to say. Lucky says they're inconsistent, will cost us the league. I like your name, by the way. I mean, a shame Arsenal wasn't very lucky today, wasn't it? Because we might be in a little bit of a better mood. Sharon says they're very good performance, Hammers, even though you are second bottom. However, it just comes on the day's performance. Of course it does, yeah. It's on the day's performance, and today's performance just was not good enough from Arsenal. And it was good enough for West Ham. Absolutely, they did play well. Anton says at least the women can still win a trophy, unlike them, and that's true. The women could still win 2 trophies, actually. So yeah, that's a good point, and we will take that for the time being, won't we? Something to cling on to here. But yeah, Manchester City drew as well. Manchester City drew as well with Leicester. Would have been an opportunity for us to have gone second today if we won this game. Maybe Chelsea will drop points against Everton later. Who knows? Maybe they'll lose. And it will keep us in it. But as things stand at the minute, Chelsea, if they win today, we will be 6 points behind. And you have to say that's too much. It is too much. Roger says, I was confident for the girls at least. I'm not confident now for the men's game. I'm going to watch it live, but with fear with them not even having Mo. So, no, absolutely, yeah. Steve says, have we lost the teams below us? Just rubbish, yeah. Wayne says, Chelsea won't lose. No. Reddition says, Man City match still going. Oh, of course it is, yeah. It must still be 0-0, is it? If Hammers, what happened to Arsenal's title chances for WSL? Well, probably over. Probably over, you have to say. Marja says, predictions for London City versus Arsenal. Well, I mean, Arsenal will probably win like 5-6-0, won't we? Probably, which will be great and put us in the semi-final. But it's not going to help the league, is it, unfortunately? Lucky says, now for sure we need a new number 1 goalkeeper. Yeah, we do. We need a new number 1 goalkeeper, and we need a way of getting the best out of this group of players. The more you see that penalty, the more it looks outside the box, actually. I've got to agree with the comments made earlier. And there was a clear penalty on Chloe Lacasse, which wasn't given. But did we do enough to win this game anyway? No, it was a poor performance. Wade says Lauren James will probably get a hat-trick. Yeah, probably, yeah. Sunflower says, I can't believe this. No, none of us can believe it. We're all in shock, really. Rendition says, Lacasse, great performance, but won't even start a WSL game. You're absolutely right. Roger says, Mary Earp's incoming. Well, can't be until the summer now, can it? We need something. Manu Zinsberger has proven time and again she's not good enough when it matters in big moments. And again, today's cost us. Terry says, still there is some good news. Arteta staying until 2028. So at least we know we ain't winning nothing until then. Yeah, at least we can relax and know that we're not going to win anything. That's a fair point, I suppose. Anton says, the women's title is between Chelsea and City. Probably Chelsea, let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, it probably will be Chelsea, yeah. It probably will. And we certainly have helped them out today, haven't we, with that terrible, terrible defeat. Sharon says Chelsea really have to win to stay in the lead, and bottom teams are further assisting. Well, yeah, they are, yeah, indeed. And Jimmer says, I sincerely think we should change manager, honestly. After today, then, you know, I'm not going to totally disagree with you. But Sunflower says, let's just get Mel Phillips over and sack Jonas. Well, maybe. Steve says, bye, or go Gunners, be Liverpool. Yeah, we'll see you later, my friend. Hopefully join me later if you're around. Atakunda says, thanks to Fox, she did well, and we hope for more of the best. Yeah, I mean, she played well today. I thought Leah Volti was probably our best player, if I'm honest. But we certainly didn't do anywhere near enough today to win that game. Atakunda says, Russo, the girl, well, yeah, but she missed some chances today. Ajiba says there's so much potential in this squad. Jonas is not taking advantage of it. No, I agree with you. He's not. Terry says, later, Stevie, take care, mate. Stay strong. Anton says, the problem with sacking Jonas is who do you get? The quality of managers in the women's game is poor. That's a good point, but we've had the same questions asked, isn't it? When people say, well, what happens if we get rid of Arteta? Who do we get? But you can't keep a manager that isn't going to take you where you need to go just because you don't think you can get anybody better. There's plenty of managers there. Loads of managers are out there in the whole of European football. We can get somebody. Would they be better? Would they be worse? It's a gamble, isn't it? You could get a top quality manager and it doesn't guarantee success because certain managers don't work at certain clubs and other managers work at other clubs. It's just the way football is. So I don't think it's just a matter of saying there's no one else. There's managers out there. I don't know. I really don't know. Roger says clean sheets are a long way, but conceding from absolutely nothing. When will they learn or improve from this? No idea. Yeah, absolutely right. You're spot on. We've said this all season. We're conceding daft goals. Sharon says, okay, Arsenal had a bad day, but give the Gunners credit for their achievement so far. Well, we haven't had any achievement so far, have we? Because we haven't won anything this season, and we've knocked out the Champions League. We're probably not going to win the league now. Yes, we've still got 2 cups to go for, but we've got Man City next week, and if we play like we did today, there's no way we're beating them playing like that. We're going to have to play a lot better, aren't we? Anton says, would prefer Zidane over Arteta, but who on the women's side? I mean, yes, there probably is more options in men's football than there is in women's football as top managers. But there's top clubs out there, isn't there? In Europe, we could get somebody. Rendition says, Sonia Bompasta. There you go. There's a name there. That's someone. That'd be good. Atakunda says, no, thank you for watching. Yeah, disappointing. Really, really disappointed. Terry says Serena Wiegman would do for me. Well, she would, but she's just tied herself into England, hasn't she, for even more time. So we're definitely not getting her, are we? So, but yeah, obviously she'd be brilliant, wouldn't she? Let's be honest. She's the greatest coach that there is out there in women's football at this moment in time. But yeah, I mean, I don't think Jonas is going to be sacked quite yet, is he? Let's be honest, he's not, is he? But let's see how the rest of this season plays out. Sage Girl says, okay, Katie taking a yellow card last week to miss the West Ham game, came back to bite him. Yeah, it did. I mean, I don't know if that was planned. Certainly, she wouldn't have wanted to miss the Man City game, would she? But yeah, I don't know. Was that the reason today? Maybe it played a part. I don't think we can just blame one particular thing. It was an accumulation of things, really, wasn't it? It was not clinical enough in front of goal, not making enough good chances, West Ham defending well, and some bad defending at key moments in the game. Some really, really bad defending. And yeah, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Sharon says, how come Mewis didn't play? Hope she's okay. I don't know. Maybe fitness isn't quite enough. I think the way that the game played out, because West Ham were having to hang on, maybe Mewis wasn't the best option for them to bring on. Maybe if they'd been losing or drawing the game, they might have brought her on. Anton says, honestly, it was a terrible 2 goals conceded. It was absolutely, yeah. Terry says, Alex Scott looks well peed off. Yeah, of course he does, as we all are, because that was just unacceptable as an Arsenal performance in a game like this. When we've already lost 2 games this season, when we've already put ourselves out of the title race. I mean, that's a penalty there. That challenge there on Chloe Lacasse is a penalty. They're showing it again. That has to be a penalty. I mean, that's a foul. She never gets anywhere near the ball. It's gory on Chloe Lacasse. That's clearly a penalty. Raja says they're terrible refereeing also. Well, it was, yeah, that was terrible refereeing. You've got to say that. But having said that, did we do enough in that game? I'm still not convinced we did. So I don't think we can just blame the referee. Yes, that should have been a penalty. Their penalty was iffy. But yeah, that's it. We've lost, and there's not much we can do now about it, is there? Anton says, yes, but all teams deal with the terrible referees. Exactly, yeah, they do, yeah. I don't like blaming referees when we lose, because that's an excuse. We've got to look at ourselves, look at our performance, and that performance in that second half in particular was nowhere near good enough. Absolutely nowhere near good enough. And that's what we've got to look at, whether it should have been a penalty or not, whether there should have been a penalty or not. Our performance wasn't good enough. And that's what we need to look at. Sage Girl says, I do not see Viv signing a new contract for how the manager coach. Well, maybe you're right. Rendition says Viv and Stina won't sign. There's certainly doubts about that. I agree, I would say. Regis says we didn't do enough. Chances wasted, bottom line. Absolutely. Sharon says they're amazing how Arsenal had defeated Chelsea in some earlier game. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But this is it, isn't it? We beat Chelsea. The following week we lose to Tottenham. We go away at Liverpool, get a big win, and follow it up by losing to West Ham. That's not how you win league titles, is it? Absolutely not. Terry says, I don't think we've done enough all season. Glimpses just here and there. Yeah, it's been a little bit like that, hasn't it? It has been like that. And yeah, we are where we are. We're battling for that top 3 again, and we're going to have to probably go through the qualifiers to qualify for the Champions League. And we saw how well that went this year. And it's not really ideal, is it? Anyway, let's have a look and see how that Man City game's going then. Let's have a look. Where are we? Is that still going on? It's still 0-0. Man City, Leicester. 77 minutes played, but you can probably see Man City winning that game, let's be honest. Man United beat Brighton 2-0. Nikita Parry scored 2 goals. Oh, you know, I remember when she played for Arsenal and she couldn't score a WSL goal all season, could she? Anyway, London City Lionesses lost 1-0 home to Blackburn in the Championship today. So there you go. And Sunderland lost against Reading as well. How did Southampton do? Oh, they're losing 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Well, the Championship's a bit strange this season, isn't it? Anyway, that was disappointing. Really, really disappointing. Anon says Paris has 9 goals this year. Yeah, she got 1 for us in the WSL as a penalty. Rendition says, I hope City win it so they pressure Chelsea. I'd rather City win the title than Chelsea. Well, no, I'd rather we win a title than anyone. If we don't win it, I'm not really bothered who wins it, actually. You know, yes, Chelsea have won it a lot of times and it'd be nice for someone else to win it, but if it's not going to be us, I don't really care. I don't really care who wins it, I've got to be honest. So, yeah, anyway, we've lost the game and I'm not very happy. Sharon says, I barrack for Chelsea, however, stayed awake here in Down Under to see how Arsenal would go tonight. That was as bad as it gets. It was as bad as it gets. I totally agree. Edition says, true, but we're out of the race now. Yeah, we are. So I wouldn't say we're totally out of it. Let's just see how the next couple of games plays out. We do still have to play City and Chelsea again. Should we win both of those games? And we do seem to raise our game against the big teams. So there's a possibility. And then who knows? Maybe Chelsea will have the odd daft game. Maybe Man City will have the odd other daft game. We don't know, do we? But it does seem very, very, very unlikely. I think that's it now. And we can maybe concentrate on these 2 big cup games this week, win both of these 2 games, and suddenly, you know, the chance of winning 2 cups is there, isn't it, for us? And would that take away the disappointment of winning the league? But yeah, of course it would. Winning 2 trophies would be a step forward from last season where we only won 1. And it would be 2 this season. That's a step forward. And then obviously we keep the manager, but we have to start really putting in stronger challenges for the league title. We have to. We've got to do that. Anton says, no team has ever won the title with more than 2 losses. We have 3 defeats so far. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. Raja says, other results need to go in our favour with Chelsea at the top. Genuinely seem impossible. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the only point I would say, Anton, is the fact that now the WSL is more competitive, isn't it? The bottom teams aren't as bad as they used to be. They can, on their day, as we've seen today, beat some of the top teams. So I wouldn't say that. I think the days of 1 or 2 defeats only may well be coming to an end. And I do think in the future we're going to see the champions lose more than 2 games. Will that be this season? Possibly, but unlikely. But I think it will happen as the transition starts to happen. I say that the lesser teams are doing much better now. And yeah, I think that change will happen. So probably not quick enough for us this season, though. Rendition says City scored. Oh, what a surprise. Anon says Chelsea have 1 defeat. Yeah, they do. But then we've got to play them again. We might beat them again. That's 2 defeats. They've got to play City again. That could be 3 defeats. Do you know what I mean? It's impossible to say, isn't it? Yes, obviously 3 defeats looks like it would be too many. I agree. But let's see what happens. I'm not expecting us to win the league from this point now. I think that's it. I think we're done. And let's just concentrate on these 2 cups this week and see where we are. If this time next week we've won them 2 games, we're in the semi-final with the Continental Cup, the quarter-final of the FA Cup, we've got to then say, okay, that's not bad, is it? You know what I mean? We've got to say that's not bad. Cheryl says today's performance should give Hammers more confidence. Yeah, it should. Yeah, they should. I don't think they'll go down. They've moved up 3 or 4 places there, haven't they? They'll be fine. But again, I'm not too bothered about them. I just look at our performance today and think, no, it's not good enough. Not good enough. Anyway, thanks for watching today, guys. I know we couldn't bring you the result that you wanted. I'm sorry, I couldn't bring you a win today, but it has finished West Ham 2, Arsenal 1. Really, really disappointing performance from Arsenal today. Don't forget, we still need to finish ahead of Man U for top 3. Yeah, we do. Yeah. We've got to play them in a few weeks, well, a couple of weeks' time. So that's going to be a really big game as well, isn't it? So, but yeah, thanks for joining me today. I am back later on. I'll be back at 4:15. So a couple of hours or so. We are going to be looking at obviously the Arsenal Liverpool game. Sorry, from the Emirates, big game in the Premier League. Can the Arsenal men this time save the weekend? Quite often we've had to rely on the women to save the weekend, but this week we're relying on the men too, and it's not going to be easy, is it, against the Premier League leaders, Liverpool later on. Sharon says, thank you as well. Give us a like, don't forget. So please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, so I'll be back at 4:15 for the men's game. And God, I don't think I'm mentally able to take another defeat today after that. But let's see. Terry says, after all the effort the girls put in last season, we don't seem to have put in half of the effort this season. Yeah, something's missing clearly. Something is missing clearly. But anyway, I don't know what to say really. It's done. We've lost. We have to move on. So I'll be back at 4:15. And of course, don't forget later on in this week, Wednesday night, we've got the Continental Cup quarter-final. London City Lionesses against Arsenal. Next Sunday is the FA Cup big game. Manchester City at Meadow Park in the FA Cup 5th round. So join us for all of that. But don't forget, join me again at 4:15. Arsenal men against Liverpool. The leaders are in town and we need to win. So join me for that. Thanks for watching today. As finished here, West Ham 2, Arsenal 1. Really, really disappointing Arsenal performance today. Really poor. But there's always another game to look forward to, isn't there? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you at 4:15 or on Wednesday night. If it's just a women's game that you watch, that's fine. Sharon says it's 1:45 a.m. in down under. Is it? Well, thank you for joining us. Brilliant. You can go to bed now then. Rajesh says there, thank you. See you later. Yeah, see you later, my friend. Terry says, great show, Richard. See you later and well done, chat. See you all soon. Come on, the Gooner Girls. Indeed. But yeah, we'll see you all later on today. And I say we'll be back on Wednesday as well for the next women's game, where we're hoping for something slightly better. And I'm sure we'll get it. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you at 4:15. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Come on, you Gunners. Please, Arsenal men, save the day for us. Please save the day. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.